Let me make sure. Nope, it's on my default. Let me change it. I'm glad I checked. Okay, is that better? Yeah, it was on my default. I'm sorry. Oh, 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 oh. This is all that. This is all that. Okay, good. You guys can hear me? Okay, y'all heard me singing all that? All right, you guys. I hope you guys are doing good. Okay, first and foremost, my video camera cord, I lost it. I don't know if I left it in Florida or where the hell it's at, but I can't find it. So I am using my webcam. So hopefully it looks clear and not too distorted. Okay, great. Yes, I'm wearing my natural hair, honey. I do wear my real hair out. You know, today I was on my mommy shit, like I told y'all on Instagram. People been hitting me up all day. T, you gotta go live. You gotta talk about Jussie. What do you think about Jussie? You need to go live. And y'all need to realize, like I said on Instagram, first and foremost, I'm a mother. This YouTube shit, this internet shit does not come before my kids, does not come before me being a mother. My oldest son, he's on the track team. He's doing really well. So I went there to support not only him, but the kids at the school. And if you guys know anything about track meets, and I didn't until he joined the track team, but it's like a all evening affair. We got there about 4. I don't think they even started running till 7. So, you know, I was filming some of the other kids and it was just a long day. So I just been dealing with the whole track situation. So yeah, I've been on my mommy shit. You guys like my hair? Thank you. I have nothing on right now. I'm like totally bare. Hair, natural. You know, just I'm my mommy stuff. That's all. No lipstick, none of that stuff. I know it's late, so it's just like, why would I get glammed up to get on camera? For what? Oh my gosh, okay. How many people we got here? We have like 700 people. People just kept hitting me up, wanting me to do the live, and I did want to talk about that. We're talking about real topics. If you're here for drama and bullshit, please go elsewhere, honey. We talk about real shit over here, stuff that's really going on. But thank you, Ari. I'm so glad you guys like it. Daya says your fro is giving me flashback vibes. Flashback of Lovely T 2013, honey. Yes, my hair has grown so much, but y'all know I suffer from shrinkage, so my hair looks way shorter than it is. But I can't wait till I get a chance to blow it out again and, you know, rock it so y'all can see like the full length. But it's grown a lot since I did my last length check. Let's see, who's all in here? Who's in here? What's up, Armand? Armand stepped through. Who else is in here? Let me see. Okay, we got 1,000 people. Yes, honey, the shrinkage is real. When you watch when I pull it down. Look how long. It's on my nipple. It's on my titty nipple. That's all. I mean, it's long, but you know the shrinkage, honey. Y'all know that's my enemy. But it's all good. I love my hair texture, and I wear it out when I can. But yeah. So there it is. Y'all laughing? Y'all over there cracking up. You haven't missed anything yet. We just started. So I was waiting. I was waiting for everybody to get up in here. You know what I'm saying? Yes, titty nipple. Yes. Like I said, I just wanted to go ahead and just talk about just all the stuff that's been going on as far as like on social media. So, okay. Last night, oh, that's what I hate about the webcam. It goes in and out. Hold on. Okay. Come on, webcam, focus. So I was up yesterday editing, and I still have videos to edit. I still have some news videos to edit as well. But so I stayed up till like 3 in the morning editing, got a little bit of sleep in, and then I was dealing all day with like track stuff. Then my youngest, he also had practice. That's the basketball player right there. So it's like when you have kids in sports, your time is split, you know, and then between trying to do YouTube and edit, you know what I'm saying? So it's just been crazy. So that's why I wasn't able to go live earlier. But we're gonna talk about that. Okay, so but anyways, so when I woke up this morning, the first thing I saw when I got onto Instagram was that Jussie, he had all 16 charges dropped and he had been released, and that, you know, the criminal record or whatever they were trying to charge him with, everything would be expunged. So as soon as I heard that, I posted it. I'm not going to sit on that. If I can post him getting arrested and I can post, you know, whatever stuff I've been posting, I can definitely post this. So I went ahead and posted, and of course it caused a lot of controversy, a lot of debate. We had really good discussions. Shout out to the chick who thought I was about to get on camera and apologize to Jussie. You got me fucked up, okay? I stand by my video. I stand by what I stated. I still don't believe Jussie. I don't care about them dropping the charges. His story has been inconsistent from day one. But at the end of the day, they dropped the charges. But I feel like there's a lot more to it. And that's what we're going to talk about here. Shout out. We got new members already. Okay. Shout out to Poison Chalice. Thank you so much for joining the membership. Jalen Biddy says, how do you feel about Raz B from B2K's sexually assaulted thing? We'll talk about that in a minute. Thank you for the super chat. Alex Laney sent $20 just because you're you. Thank you so much, love. I appreciate it. Thank you to everybody. Miss Jakia, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. So I just feel like even though they dropped the charges, the whole situation just did not make sense to me. Because I'm like, okay, y'all got all this evidence. How did everything just get dropped? And then you had Rahm Emanuel. He got on, what was it? He did like a press conference, and he was going off. He was talking about this is a whitewash of justice. There's a lot of people behind the scenes helping him out. And then the black chief of police in Chicago, I forget his name, he was really upset as well. They were calling it all out. Now, like I've been stating from day one, I said this situation never made sense, okay? I said that, he put way too much sauce. Like, had he just said that he had just been jumped by two guys, that would have been one thing. But when he added the noose, the bleach, and the mega hat, it just sounded like an episode of Empire, okay? And I've always felt like I've always said from day one that there were more people behind the scenes. Now, and I also stated that I did not agree with them trying to, get him 64 years because that's what he would have been looking at had he been found guilty of all 16 charges. I knew that wasn't going to happen. That was extreme. Like I said, to me, I felt like he needed no more than a year in jail, maybe, a fine, and that's it. But anyhow, basically with everything that's going on with that situation, I feel like this, and I talked to a few people today while I was out and about running errands. I talked to some people in Chicago, just trying to get like some information on what they think is happening. And I really feel, like I said on Instagram, that the rabbit hole goes deep. I feel like, Jussie, he did stage that attack. I don't care what nobody says. I'm saying? His story has been very inconsistent. His interview with Robin Roberts, he said one thing compared to the original reports. But I feel like had they dug in deeper, had they really started to really investigate, I feel like a lot of people would have been exposed. I'm talking about politicians, because when the case first happened, Kamala Harris wouldn't shut up about it. Her and Cory Booker, they ran to make the anti-lynching law. And in my personal opinion, like, that anti-lynching law should have been on the books, okay? It shouldn't have took the Jussie Smollett situation for America to say, you know what? It should be illegal for you to lynch people. How many times have we seen stories going viral on social media where you have young black men, being lynched in their backyards? I remember somebody sent me a picture of I forget the young boy's name, but somebody lynched him, and this was this year. This wasn't like, back in like the 1920s. This was in 2018. So we still have this going on, so I don't feel like it should have took Jussie Smollett for them to come up with the anti-lynching bill. But they definitely used his situation to push it. So I feel like there's a lot more people involved. Oh, goodness, we got more memberships and super chats. Let me see here. Let me read some of these comments. Now my hair is all uneven. Damn it! Okay, let's see here. Yes, the rabbit hole goes deep. Let's see. A little boy in New Hampshire was hung some years ago. Yes, it's not an old thing. Jussie had that same smirk on his face that he did with Robin Roberts' interview. They even had a body language expert on the Vivica Fox show confirm that he was hiding something. Yes, he was definitely hiding something. He definitely was. My personal opinion, like I said, that's why he was redacting his phone. For me, he just was not being honest for somebody who was innocent, okay? If somebody's accusing you of some bogus shit and you know that you didn't do it, then you're going to do whatever you can to prove your case. You're going to say, you know what, take my phone, take, whatever information you need. I have nothing to do with this. But the fact that he was redacting information, and so now that everything has been supposedly dropped, what happens to the two Nigerian brothers? the Osadario brothers. So is he going to sue them now for defamation? Is he going to go after them? Because again, they help kind of spearhead everything. Are we going to ignore the fact that they found a MAGA hat in their room? Are we going to ignore the fact that there were newspaper clippings that matched the one that was mailed to the Empire offices at their home? Are we going to ignore the fact that they were caught on camera purchasing a noose and purchasing a hat? So it's like this situation makes no sense. So it's like we almost have to ignore everything that was placed before our eyes to really believe this story. What I feel happened, like I posted on Instagram, one of the higher ups basically, it's like a favor for a favor. And if you guys don't know, Denise DeSosa, he ended up posting some stuff, and he was posting pictures of Kim Fox, who's one of the Cook County, I believe, prosecutors, her and Kamala Harris together. And then somebody got a hold of some text messages. I'm just reading some notes here. Somebody got a hold of text messages of them going back and forth and basically looking for a favor for Jussie. So I definitely feel like a favor was called in. At the end of the day, this just goes to show you that when you have fame and when you have social economic power behind you, and when you know people in high places, you can definitely get away with some shit. And I feel like a phone call was made, and they said, look, if he gets charged, if they start really digging and investigating, there's going to be some stuff that's going to tie back to some of these politicians. Because again, this entire situation almost caused, like a race war. The whole, the Trump movement, the MAGA supporters versus, everybody else and the Democrats. That's what this whole situation was supposed to cause. But then when the story just started falling apart, then it was like all eyes were on Jussie, and he was basically standing on a ledge by himself. So I think it was a situation where if he would have went down, it would have been a lot of people in the pot going down with him. And those politicians like Kamala Harris, Cory Booker, and whoever else, they weren't trying to be involved in that. So somebody made a phone call and said, let that man go. When they did this secret hearing, no one else knew about it. It was super early in the morning. The police weren't informed. The mayor wasn't informed. They literally held a secret meeting, told him everything would be dropped. They're going to keep his $10,000 that he used to bail himself out. And that, the community service that he had already served, which was only 18 hours. And they said that he was like stuffing envelopes and he helped with the music program. I'm like, I didn't know that was considered community service, because when I was growing up, community service was like picking up trash, helping out at rec centers, helping feed the homeless. But, maybe times have changed and stuffing envelopes suffice, okay? But so they let him go with all of that. So I just feel like somebody definitely called in a favor. Let me see here. Oh, damn, we have 2,300 people in here. Shout out to all my moderators. What's up, AJ? Let's see here. Yeah, definitely stay woke. Definitely stay woke. The rabbit hole definitely goes deep. Thank you so much, Trade Artsy, for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Yeah, somebody definitely called in a favor. Let's see here. Ambrosia says LGBT people do not rule the world. No, I don't think they rule the world. And neither do black people rule the world. But there's a lot of stuff that's going on in politics. And there's a lot of... okay, let's think about it like this. Yesterday, I did the video about the whole R. Kelly situation, how they had denied him entrance into Dubai. And in that video, I also spoke about how it was breaking news that Michael Avenatti, the lawyer of several of the R. Kelly victims, okay, he had been arrested, and he's facing charges for like wiretap, threatening Nike, extortion. He's facing all of these charges. And what did I say in that video yesterday? If you guys watched it, remember what I said in that video? I said it also had been announced 10 minutes after I shot that video. I had to do a voiceover. It had been announced that Mark Garagos was a co-conspirator with Michael Avenatti. And Mark Garagos is the attorney that Jussie was using. And if you know you're innocent, why are you running to go get an attorney? So that was one thing that raised red flags. And Mark Garagos is not cheap. And I'm not saying that Jussie can't afford to get the best of the best. But, it takes... This is the same man that defended Michael Jackson, Chris Brown, a lot of really high-profile people. So he jumped on the case. And so I find it very funny that within 24 hours of Michael Avenatti being arrested, he did bail himself out, and Mark Geragos also being named, as a co-conspirator, that within less than a few hours after that, somebody made a phone call to get Jussie, out of his situation. Now, let me just say something here real quick. Tell me this ain't crazy. Bridget Nicole, I love you too. Thank you so much for the super chat. Let me find it here. Okay. This is what Michael Avenatti posted 4 hours before the feds kicked his door down. For y'all who don't know, let me go ahead and show you this real quick. So do you guys see this screenshot? So 4 hours before the feds came, what happened is that basically he said that DeAndre Ayton and Nike were doing cash payments to his mother and others. And so basically he was saying that Nike is paying a lot of these college recruits and, they're doing a lot of shady dealings. So he claimed that he was going to do a press conference. And let me see if I can find his original tweet. Give me just a second here. Okay, so his original tweet, I think I forgot to post it. Let me see if I can put it in here. I got a few notes so you guys can see Michael Avenatti's original tweet. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, so this is his original tweet here on the screen. And it says, ask DeAndre Ayton and Nike about the cash payment to his mother and others. Nike's attempt at diversion and cover-up will fail miserably once prosecutors realize they have been played by Nike and their lawyers at Boosie. This reaches the highest levels of Nike. So that is what Michael Avenatti posted a few hours before they ended up raiding him. So that's what I'm saying, you guys. Like, the rabbit hole goes deep. Did you guys know that? Brown sugar, yes, Nike. Oh, Jiminy Cricket says, lovely, looking lovely as always. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, so a lot of you guys didn't know that. So that's why I was saying yesterday when I did my R. Kelly video, and at that point, all this information hadn't even really been released. But I was saying, isn't it funny that Mark Geragos was the one who was defending Colin Kaepernick, who is basically helping sue the NFL, and now his buddy is calling out Nike. And so that's what I'm saying, like, the whole situation is just crazy, all the stuff that's going on. Let's see here. Okay. Drea Hun says, I can't believe I caught your live. Always wanted to support you. Love you and your videos. Nice to see your growth in these YouTube streets. Thank you so much, Drea. I appreciate that. So like I said, it's a lot of stuff going on. That's why I said the rabbit hole goes deep. But now, think about this. Just a few days before the whole Michael Avenatti situation, did I not post a video showing that R. Kelly came back to social media, and guess who else? Lee Daniels. So they both came back to social media just a few days ago. Michael Avenatti gets arrested. Mark Geragos gets caught as a co-conspirator. Jussie gets released. I also spoke to somebody who is pretty close to some people in Chicago, and they were saying that Empire has definitely been a big revenue stream in the city of Chicago. It's by, tourism, it's been able to give people jobs, especially extras and stuff like that. Because when you think about it, most shows, most movies and films are now being shot in LA and Atlanta. So Empire is one of those shows that's really put Chicago on the map. Like, look, this city can too be a city where you can shoot movies. You guys can shoot television shows, because Empire has been doing it for several years successfully. So I do feel like, again, my tin hat is tingling, that possibly, Lee Daniels may have been involved some way, somehow too, because they don't want Empire to look bad. That is something that is shining a positive light on Chicago. Because usually Chicago's known for a lot of nonsense and killings and, police corruption. One good thing about Chicago was Empire. So it's almost like they didn't want this whole Jussie Smollett situation to possibly smudge the whole Empire situation. So that's just some things I'm thinking. I'm not saying I'm right. Okay, these are just like, this is just stuff that just runs through my mind. Crystal Eisler, I love you, T. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much, sis. I appreciate it. Let's see here. The father of the birds will condemn all sinners and will moisturize all edges who speak against. All right. Okay, boo. I don't know what that means, but okay. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Deanne P84 says, showing love from Houston. I say stippin'. Thank you so much. I appreciate the super chat. So, like I said, I feel like it goes really deep, especially with the whole empire thing. Oh, you're singing my song, Nafira? Everywhere you look, it's a scam of somebody who needs their ass whooped. I need somebody to remix that. You know what I'm saying? Turn it into a rap or something. Because it's like everywhere you look, there's some fuck shit going on. I'm glad you guys agree that you guys are seeing that there's definitely some politicians in the mix. I definitely would not be surprised if, some stuff comes out about Lee Daniels or them, and I'm not saying that Lee Daniels necessarily paid somebody off, but like I said, Empire has been such a positive thing for the city of Chicago. Like, I just feel like they felt like if Jussie goes down, it's going to, cut off that revenue stream. It's going to make other people, not really want to film in Chicago. It's just going to leave a bad taste in the film industry that they're trying to build in Chicago. So that's one thing that's been running through my mind, like I said. Let's see here. Rules Code 101. Thank you. Love my hair. I appreciate it. It's all mine. Contrary to popular belief, I'm not bald-headed. I'm not insecure about my hair texture. None of that shit, okay? I do wear my hair out. I just don't always wear it out on videos no more because I shoot for long periods of time. So it's just easy to slap on a wig. Let's see here. Yes, 2019, Call Me Melita is the year of the fuck shit. Let's see. We have another super chat. Beatrice Alejandra says, I appreciate the research and the hard work that you do to deliver us the tea. Thank you so much for the super chat. And I'm so glad you appreciate it because it's not easy whatsoever. Let's see here. Let's see. We got a lot of stuff coming in. Creole Kisses 2 Lifestyle. Been watching you for 4 years. You're the truth, T. H-Town here. Thank you so much. I'm Lady Mocha. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. So, like I said, it's a lot of mess. It's a lot of stuff going on with that situation with Jussie. It was something else I wanted to show you guys. The reason why I feel like I'm just not buying that politicians can't be involved or that Kamala Harris, who's very close with Jussie, I've showed you guys pictures and videos of them marching together. And I feel like this might even be a way for Jussie to segue into politics because he comes from a family where his father was very liberal. He stood up for a lot of black rights back in the civil rights movement, civil rights era. So his father has done a lot. So I think that he may want to get into something political. But I caught this interview on CNN where they were asking Kamala Harris what she thought about the situation. And y'all watch this interview really quick and let me know if you guys see what I see. Give me 2 seconds here. Let me mute my mic.
Prosecutor, you understand the law. What do you think about what happened to Jussie Smollett in Chicago today?
To be perfectly honest with you, Wolf, I'm completely confused. I don't understand. I don't know. I don't know the underlying evidence. I have, there's a sealed document, obviously. I don't know. I'm at a loss. I think we're going to have to leave it up to the judgment of the prosecutor. I think we should leave it up to the judgment of the police chief and the mayor, of course, to give us some better sense of what's going on. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if you're confused, all of us are confused. And you heard Mayor Rahm Emanuel, he's confused as well. And the Cook County prosecutor, he says, didn't even inform him or the police commissioner that they were to drop these charges.
But I think there's a point that the mayor made that is I would like to emphasize, because I'm seeing it around the country and it is a very real issue, which is the seriousness of hate crime. And over the last 2 years, we've seen a growth of hate crime, be it in terms of race, be it religion, anti-Semitic crime, Islamophobic crime, crimes that are born out of homophobia and transphobia. We have seen an increase around our country and, frankly, around the world. And we cannot play games with it. We have to take it very seriously, because it obviously can result in lethal consequences if we don't take it seriously.
Okay, let me know if you guys can hear me. All right, so did you guys peep her body language? Let me read this super chat really quick. Let's see here. Shadow Bunny 11 says, I love all the work, dedication, and integrity you put into your videos. Please keep it up. Much love. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for the super chat. May Michelle says, I love you, T. I know this is off topic, but caught one of your old videos today where you said English is your second language. What is your first? I grew up in a household where we spoke Yoruba. I'm Nigerian, so I was in ESL classes. It took me a while, but so every now and then you'll still hear my accent, especially when I'm with my sister. My sister has a way stronger accent than me. People were able to hear it when I was down in Florida, because when we're together, you know, we talk more with our accents and everything else. But yeah, that's my that's the language I grew up with in the house. So that's why sometimes, you know, I pronounce things differently, or maybe it doesn't come across as smooth, but it is what it is. So anyhow, okay, so did you guys peep in the video when they asked her about Jussie? Look how she looks down during the video. She looks down, she looks away. She's like, I don't know. It's really strange to me. I don't know. It's odd. Like, she's not making eye contact. But then when they ask her about something that she's sure about, which I agree with her, I'm not going to disagree with her. I agree with everything she was talking about, hate crimes, because hate crimes are definitely going up in this country because of the racial climate from our, you know, president in chief, okay? So when she talked about hate crime, did you guys notice her disposition? She perked up. She looked dead into the camera. She was self-assured. But when they spoke about Jussie, was, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I'm just as shocked as everybody else. I don't know. Did y'all peep that? Uh-oh, did my live freeze? Hold on. I think I accidentally clicked something. Okay. Can you guys see me? Hey, Lyle. Okay, did I freeze? No? Okay. I did freeze. I'm good. Okay, good. Thank you, because y'all know YouTube stay fucking with me, honey. Anytime we're talking about something real, something, you know, that's about some real shit, all of a sudden the live stream freezes, it crashes, I get booted off, so I was kind of nervous, okay? But did you guys hear me talk about the Kamala Harris thing, where she was looking down when they were asking about Jussie? But then when she spoke about a topic that she was comfortable with, she was able to look into the camera and talk really, really self-assured. So did you guys notice that? Okay, good. So you guys noticed that. Yeah, she was stuttering. Thank you, Sam. Sam says she was stuttering and lying. Okay. Yeah, it just, I'm not buying this situation. It's just too much stuff, right? So now, what y'all really need to worry about, like I told you guys yesterday during my video, they have, if you go and read the indictment of Michael Avenatti, they have audio recording of him talking to somebody at Nike and basically admitting that 90% of the R. Kelly accusers are telling lies. So, with that being said, be prepared if this ends up happening. And I'm not trying to be facetious. I'm not trying to be funny. But be prepared if they end up dropping this man's case. Now, I've been saying from day one, everybody thought I was being mean. everybody thought, I'm being a female basher. I'm not supporting the Me Too movement. I'm not supporting, these black girls who were locked up in a damn tower and fed porridge. And I kept telling y'all my issue with the Surviving R. Kelly documentary, especially when I went back and I rewatched it. Because y'all know me, I'll watch something several times. Because it's different when you watch it the first time. You'll miss shit. So I watched the documentary, all 6 parts, at least twice. Certain parts I watched 3 times. But the thing that I found, just horrible with the whole Surviving R. Kelly, aka Surviving Lies, were these so-called new victims. And that's what I've been saying from day one. These new victims are what's going to mess up this whole R. Kelly prosecution. Because the stuff that they're doing, all this extra attention that they're wanting, they're out here trying to sell books. And everybody's like, well, they can get their bag. They're telling their story. They are. But do you need to get your bag while they're trying to build a case? And you're coming off as shady. You guys are arguing on social media. All the damn parents done fell off at one point in the time. All the parents from the documentary. Some of the girls have gotten into it on social media. It's been a mess. These folks have literally been beefing with each other. It's just turned into a damn fiasco. So for that stuff to leak to say that, he knows that some of his clients are lying, they're definitely going to use those snippets to help the R. Kelly case. Excuse me. So they're definitely going to do that. Let me see these comments here. Edward said these new chicks are lying. He said in general, 90% bullshit in general. Exactly. So you mean to tell me that R. Kelly's attorney, Steven Greenberg, you think he's not about to use that to help R. Kelly? And that's the crazy part. And I'm not saying that R. Kelly don't need to be in jail. I'm not saying that R. Kelly did not, hurt women or hurt young girls. What I'm saying is when you mix bullshit victims in, when you mix in attention whores, when you mix in girls who claims that she was abused and R. Kelly forced her to sleep with a 14-year-old, but then you stayed in a relationship with him from 2002 while he was going through the prosecution of the first case, and you didn't leave until 2008. I have an issue with that because it seems like you was cool being his girlfriend as long as you was on the porch in his video, and his I Wish video, getting your hair braided. You had the one woman, I initially thought she was 32, come to find out she was 35. So at 35 years old in 2017, you leave your children to go be a R. Kelly sex slave? That it just doesn't make any sense. And because of just these bullshit, new victims getting mixed in there with real victims, with real people who had, who really, went through shit and were really hurt by R. Kelly, it's gonna hurt the case. And that's what I've been saying from day one. That's why if you guys have been watching, if you watched one of my previous lives, like I said, I've never had an issue with that Latina woman, the one who came on there who was a victim way back then when she was 17. She actually had her own little budding career. I never had an issue with her because she wasn't trying to milk the situation. She's sitting back and trying to, let justice prevail. Y'all don't see her on social media. She's not beefing with none of the other ladies. She's not out here, going back and forth with people. She didn't bring other women into the household and get them, entrapped in the same situation. So that's what I've been saying all along, is that some of these new victims have made it very, very hard for the real victims. You know what I'm saying? For the ones who really were hurt when they were teenagers and when they were young. And so, like that meme says, do not be surprised if they end up dropping the charges, because one of the things that I'm hearing that Mark Garagos was able to find that also helped Jussie, not just his political connections, there was a lot of error done on those initial transcripts, them putting the case together. And then again, we live in a world where everybody just has to be seen. Everybody just wants to be on social media. We grew up in an age where we didn't know who the hell Mark Garagos was. We seen a man walking behind Michael Jackson and okay, that's his lawyer. We didn't know his day-to-day. Michael Avenatti's ass cannot stay off Twitter to save his life. Constantly tweeting, constantly going back and forth. Because of his tweet about Nike, his ass got, indicted. It's like, shut the fuck up and just do your job. You got people, you got what was it, maybe 3 weeks ago? They tried, I think they fired or arrested a bunch of hospital staff people who were leaking stuff to the media. You had police officers, basically giving their opinion to the media. It's like we live in a world where folks are just doing too much. And that's why folks are just getting away with stuff. So when you're leaking stuff to the press, when you're hearing stuff from the press that may not necessarily be accurate, but you're, including in the indictment, now they're finding reasons to basically drop the case. So it's a lot of misinformation, a lot of inconsistencies. And it's the same Cook County people who supposedly messed up on Jussie Smollett's situation. Trust and believe they're going to try and find the same loophole for R. Kelly. And that's just keeping it real. Lakeisha says, I think R. Kelly is going to get off. Nope, he can't. Complete surrender. Lovely tea. Your hair is beautiful. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Somebody said something about Sparkle's niece. What happened with Sparkle's niece? Still me, Kenya. Hugs and blessings to you. And oh, that's for Sweet Ma. Okay, and Amir. Oh, that's sweet. Let's see here. We really don't know what R. Kelly or his team might have told them young girls. He could have threatened to hurt their families. We don't know. Yeah, we don't know. But the problem is you have a lot of people who are not young girls, who are grown women who also went to go be a part of this whole R. Kelly haram. But then when it didn't work out, or haram or whatever y'all call it, haram, I think that's what it's called. But then when it didn't work out for them, then all of a sudden now, they're trying to chase that bag. You got her selling books on Amazon that nobody's buying. It's just a bunch of mess, and it's convoluting the real case. Christy says Avenatti is a fame whore. He definitely likes attention. Like I said, that's what messed him up. That's just keeping it real. You have a lot of adults who literally just sit on social media 24/7. It's like, when do you sleep? When do you rest? You know what I'm saying? Certain things should be, especially when you're a lawyer and you're a high profile lawyer and you're working on a high profile case, nothing of that should be spoken of. Anytime there was some news about R. Kelly, the first thing he would do is tweet. And it's like, if you're supposed to be prosecuting him, just prosecute him. Like all this back and forth and, spilling tea and, well, this is what the survivors said and letting the media know that, you have a new R. Kelly sex tape. It's just, everything has just become a fiasco. Did you get your passport? Did you get your shots, that R. Kelly song? Exactly. Are there really new sex tapes of R. Kelly? That's what they're saying, but I'm not sure. But that is what they're saying. Yeah, no, it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff going on. But like I said, I just feel like the rabbit hole goes deep, and I'm not putting nothing past nobody. And unfortunately, because of this and all these inconsistencies, they're definitely going to jump on this, and it's going to help R. Kelly's case, unfortunately. They're going to use that as a way to help him. Just check something else here. And then another thing, I had ran across a documentary this morning I was watching while getting ready. It was about Harvey Weinstein. And basically, they interviewed like Rose McGowan and a bunch of like other people who've been harassed by him for years. And it was a pretty good documentary. It was well put together. I learned some stuff about Harvey Weinstein's past and, his bullying ways and things that he did to people in high school. Like, it was put together well. But what I found funny is that this documentary is just online. It wasn't sent to Lifetime. It wasn't on television. You know what I'm saying? So that's another issue that I have, is that you have this man who's been accused of a lot of heinous stuff, but the media is not, reporting on him 24/7, 365. But they keep reporting on the whole R. Kelly situation. And with them constantly reporting on this, things are getting mixed in with the truth. And it's just going to be more stuff that's going to convolute the case, in my personal opinion. And I think, with the whole Harvey Weinstein situation, whoever his PR team is, whoever, is looking out for him in the media, they're actually doing a good job, because right now they're just able to focus, and there's not going to be a lot of truths and lies mixed in there when they come with whatever they need to come with to defend Harvey Weinstein. Let's see here. If R. Kelly gets off, there will be war. Harvey Weinstein, because he's white. Coconut Jive says, thank you. No, definitely. Let's see here. Black people move the ratings needle. We definitely do. Weinstein should be in jail. There's a lot of people. Let's see here. Trump got his revenge on Avenatti because of Stormy. Yeah, and that's another thing that I really do think that with the whole Avenatti situation, why, and he said it. He was like, he's gone after a lot of powerful people, but again, he talks too much. That's the problem. He was doing too much about Nike, and Nike, that's old money. That company's been around forever. So I think not only on top of him trying to go after Nike, definitely the whole Stormy Daniels situation, and he ended up losing that because I remember during the whole Stormy Daniels fiasco, he stayed on CNN. He damn near became a contributor. He was always on CNN. Like I said in my video, he was literally CNN's hero. They talked about it so much, and then it was like, once they lost, and they're saying that I think Stormy Daniels has to pay back the president for all types of stuff. It's like, okay, well, now let's just jump on this whole R. Kelly situation now that the whole Stormy Daniels, so that way people can forget about the whole Stormy Daniels. Let's see here. Damn, it's already midnight? I've been on here for already 40 minutes. Okay. We got a new member. Welcome, Shanae Nicasio. Hey, Shanae. Thank you so much. We got a super chat, and of course, it's about Cardi B. Lovely T, I love you and your channel. What are your thoughts on this whole Cardi B drugging men for money situation? Yeah, I see a few of y'all like put in her name in the thing and in the chat and all that stuff. Black Empress, am I on Cardi B's payroll or not? No, I'm not on her payroll. By that logic, am I on R. Kelly's payroll? Am I on any celebrity's payroll? Y'all love to spin stupid ass narratives. I don't need nobody to cut me a check, okay? I run very successful businesses. I got myself together where I don't need to be on anybody's payroll, okay? So let's get that clear. Oh, damn, y'all mods ain't playing, honey. They booted her ass right up out of there. Now, as far as the Cardi B situation, I seen it trending today. It was like surviving Cardi B or some shit, and supposedly the bars were the ones who had it trending. Now, as far as that, I don't agree with that. Like, why would I co-sign something like that? I don't agree. But from what I heard, it wasn't a drugging situation. It was where I guess she was out with some guys and they were trying to take her like to a hotel and, sleep with her. And she was already really young. So when the guy passed out drunk, she robbed him. Does that excuse it? Does that make it okay? No. And she did come back and she tried to address it. And her rebuttal was basically stating that she felt like, she was talking about a situation that she went through. And she never put in her music. She never glorified it. But let's keep it real. We have a lot of rappers who have done the same thing, who talked about putting mollies in drinks, who talked about, robbing people, being stick-up kids. They brag about their criminal activity, and it's cool. It's all fun and dandy. It's music. She talks about it on camera from 3 years ago. It's a trending topic. But as far as, like, what she did, do I agree with that? No. Like, common sense would tell you I don't agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not in the hashtag, hashtag surviving Cardi B doesn't mean I'm on her payroll. It means I'm a mother and I'm taking care of my children and I'm handling what I need to handle. But I will say this. I just feel like she needs to stop addressing shit on social media. Like, I just don't get it. I think with that whole surviving Cardi situation, she brought more light to it. It's like people are always going to talk. People are always going to have shit to say about you. At the end of the day, it should be water off a duck's back because you're not going to please everybody. The more you grow, the more success comes to you, the more haters and the more, people feel some type of way. And you can't sit there and go back and forth with everybody who comes at you. And that's always been my issue. And that's one thing I have always been honest about with Cardi and called her out on is stop addressing everything you see on social media. Sometimes you just need to fall back and just let the chips fall where they may. You know what I'm saying? I get drugged at least once a month by somebody on damn YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm all drugged. Do y'all see me going back and forth and writing whole rebuttals and, doing live streams going crazy? No. Because at the end of the day, y'all gonna believe what y'all want to believe anyways. Y'all live for drama, okay? So what I look like coming on here, wasting my energy, wasting my time, addressing shit that don't matter. The things that matter in my life are my family, my health, and my mental well-being. That's it. And then my friends and my tea sippers, okay? But those are the most important things to me. I'm not about to sit here and, go back and forth or acknowledge some shit that all I have to do is just close my laptop. Like, when I close my laptop, it's a wrap. I'm in bed, I'm sleeping, you know what I'm saying? The kids is good, my mom's good, you know what I mean? So it's like, too many times it's like people allow other people to take your energy, to drain you, to divert stuff. Look at your blessings. You know what I'm saying? That's just not for Cardi B, but that's for a lot of people. Look at your blessings. You always gonna have some bad stuff come your way, people talking mess, but look at where you've come from. Look at where you started and where you're at. You know what I'm saying? So no, I don't agree with that shit. I don't think it's okay at all. Let me see here. They said, to be honest, the Illuminati is behind the Cardi B and Nicki Minaj situation. I can't be a fan of Nicki. What's up, Illuminati Maurice? Is it frozen? People are saying that it's frozen. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Hold on. Am I frozen? Am I frozen? Okay, let me... How do I unfreeze? Okay, so I'm not frozen. It's just frozen on my end? Okay, so I'm not frozen. Okay, good. Because on my end, on my YouTube stream, it's healthy, but it's... I don't know, it's clocking for some reason. Maybe... Okay, there it goes. Okay, good. I'm like, damn, I started talking about Cardi, I done froze up. They gonna make that another conspiracy. Oh, when she started talking about Cardi, all of a sudden her stream went out. She did it on purpose. No. Okay, but like I said, no, I don't agree with that. But, okay, so my thing is this. Let me also ask you guys that. So now, being that people, what do y'all want of this situation? So they're saying that she supposedly drugged people, even though that wasn't what was said in the video. What do you guys want to come of this situation? So are they going to strip her of her Grammys? Do y'all want her to go to jail? And then if that's the case, are you guys also going to hold other celebrities who talk about, doing nefarious stuff in their music? Are we then going to also hold them accountable? Because again, don't say that I'm saying this because it's Cardi B, because you guys can go back and watch my R. Kelly video. When I first started talking about the whole mute R. Kelly movement, and they were pulling his music off of off of like Apple Music and all those other streaming sites. And I told you guys then, when you mute R. Kelly, you guys are, going down a slippery slope. Because if you guys are muting him because of things that he hasn't even been charged with yet, then at that point, y'all need to mute XXX and a bunch of other people who are also saying just as foul stuff in their music. So that's the thing. It's a really slippery slope. So, we might need to start a surviving, hashtag for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Let's see here. Mossberg says Cardi needs to shut the hell up and keep it moving. Bad Girl says she drugged them. Other people are saying that she said she dragged them. So I don't know. There's different videos going around. I don't know. Some videos are saying drugged. Some folks are saying that it's altered. Other people are slowing it down and saying dragged. I don't know, because she has that accent. But either way, I don't agree with what was said in the video. Point blank, period. Let's see here. People had died being set up like that? Yeah, a lot of people have. It's criminal. But again, like I said, what do y'all want done about it? Don't just sit there and be in a hashtag complaining and ranting and raving. What do you guys think can be done about this situation? And like I said, keep the same energy for all your faves who has also talked about doing fuck shit in music, okay? She definitely said drugged. Who cares if she drugged them? They were tricks. They were engaging in criminal activity as well. What the fuck? Oh, that was Crystal Nicole. Hey, Crystal Nicole. JT says Cardi was lying. She got drugged and banged in those hotel rooms by men. She's trying to flip the script because dudes are long gone. Let's see. Same, you don't agree with it. Stop listening. You can stop everyone from doing it. Stand in your own values. Exactly. I mean, it's the truth. You know, again, you guys make these people famous. You guys follow them. You make them famous. And then, you know, y'all complain and get mad. She wouldn't be where she was at today had y'all not been making her famous and following, you know, the videos on Instagram that blew her up. You know, so that, I mean, that's the same thing. Just like, who's the dude that got arrested? The one that sings that song, Murder on My Mind. With the dreadlocks. I think his real name, his last name is Demons. Funny enough. He killed like 3 people, shot a police officer. So y'all don't know who I'm talking about? Melly. Okay. YNW Melly. Thank you. So that's what I'm saying. Like, this man has a whole song called Murder on My Mind. You know, people been singing it a cappella. You know what I'm saying? Rapping the lyrics. And then come to find out, he done spoke this shit into existence. He did have murder on his mind. He done killed his friends, shot a cop, all types of fuck shit. You know, so it's like the things like that we support, it just says a lot about where we're at as a culture. You know, we support the most ratchet shit, the most ratchet music, the most low vibrational stuff, and then we get mad when it gets rewarded. We get mad. We be like, oh, well, why don't more conscious rappers, you know, blow up? Nipsey Hussle, you know what I'm saying? He had a really good album. Okay, he had a really good album this year. He was up for a Grammy as well, but more people supported Cardi B's music, okay? So again, the power is in the people. Y'all claim y'all want positive stuff. Y'all claim y'all want better role models, but who do y'all follow? The ones who are actually trying to be positive and do something positive, y'all ain't following me by the droves. You know what I'm saying? I keep getting drugged every damn day. You know what I mean? But if I was out here shaking my ass and, you know, showing my boobs and flashing and just acting a fool, I'd be viral. I'd probably be at like 10 million subscribers by now. So again, it's like, you know, keep that same energy because y'all only have it for whoever you guys like at the moment, whoever you guys dislike at the moment. Brandon says hip hop is dead. Nas said the same thing. Sam says true tea. Krista Nicole says straight facts. Jason Blade says facts on Roman Polanski. Mofo is abroad laughing at this. Oh yeah, Roman Polanski's living, I mean, he's living his best life, honey. They're never going to force him back into the United States, which is just insane. And still making damn movies and getting awards. Lila says, are you going to review / interpret Jay Peele's Us? You know what? I wanted to go watch it Sunday. I did not feel good. So I didn't get a chance to. I came home, went out to eat, came home, and I just laid down. But I really wanted to watch it Sunday. I'm going to try and watch it this weekend. Because I heard they're breaking numbers, and I really want to see it. Y'all know I love me some Jordan Peele. So I definitely want to see it. Rashida says, Wendy Williams. Excuse me. The weather is changing again. Wendy Williams is going through it, y'all. Honey. They're saying that she's not drinking herself, drinking her problems away. But what I don't understand is if she's drinking her problems away and they're saying she's living in sober living and her sober coach is with her. So I'm confused. So my sober coach is next to me watching my every move, making sure I don't drink. How is she drinking her life away? Like, what is the sober coach doing? Talking about, you know what I'm saying, pour me some too? Like, is the sober coach not supposed to, snatch the damn bottle out her hand? They should be going like this, going back and forth. So I'm like, how is she drinking? But, she has a sober coach watching her. But what she's going through is no joke. It's no joke. It's sad. Not only is she dealing with infidelity that she's known about for years. At this point in time, we might as well say the damn side chick is, this is a 3-way triangle. This is not Illuminati. It's not The Rock. I'm showing a triangle. This is literally like a triangle relationship. Wendy's here, Sharina's here, Kevin's in the middle. That's what that is. And I think for some women, especially being that she's an older woman, a lot of times, a lot of women were comfortable with things like that back in the day. Like, they understood that their men would have other women, mistresses, side pieces. And for most women, That's a no-no, especially now in this modern day age. But back then, I think it was more accepting that you knew that, your man would stray. Because remember, if you guys remember that, the Michelle story, remember her mom and her grandmother kept telling her, well, that's what men do. They're always going to have other women, but look how you're living. He's taking care of you. You have a nice house. You have a nice car, all this stuff, right? So that was the mentality of a lot of women back then. So it's like, okay, my man's going to cheat. It is what it is. But usually the final straw was the side baby. So I think up until this point, it's like there's really nothing she could do. Kevin said he's not leaving his side chick. The side chick said, you know what? You're funding my lifestyle. I'm not going no damn where. So I think at some point in time, Wendy just accepted it. But now that baby is here, all that's doing, that's like a slap in her face. That's a constant reminder of his infidelity. So I think that's what's really taking a toll on her mentally and emotionally. And to be honest with you, I don't know why Wendy Williams never had any more kids. Maybe the pregnancy with her oldest son was very rough. I heard that she had 2 miscarriages or something before she had little Kevin. So maybe pregnancy's hard for her. Maybe she tried, over the years to have another baby with Kevin, but it just didn't happen for her. And then to know that this side chick done, had his child, I can only imagine what she's going through. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. It's not a good feeling. Let's see here. She needs to leave him alone already. They are like Kirk and Rashida. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. Kiana Oshun says, T, can you please talk about people responding to people talking about my tiny legs? You know what, girl? I used to get clowned about my skinny legs. Like, that was like the joke. Like, your legs look like upside down baseball bats. Your legs are so bony. And I remember I used to wear double socks just to make my legs look thicker when I was younger. Honey, we all got insecurities. People will always find something when especially if they're insecure with themselves, they will always find something, that they deem as a flaw on you to magnetize it to make themselves feel better. Don't worry about that, because I used to get clowned for my legs, and now I love my legs. Like, I've gotten used to it. Are my legs as thick and bountiful as Beyonce? Hell no. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? They look good in heels. It looked good when I was, walking runways and shit. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't change it for the world. And my thing is, like, what do you expect people with skinny legs to do? Like, are we supposed to go and, undergo calf implants to, appease y'all? Hell no. I'm not getting no shit like that done. So, just enjoy it. It is what it is. Oh, Treehouse, you're so sweet. He says, your legs are straight now, baby. I know, that's right. I used to be very, very insecure about my legs because people used to always make fun of them. But, as you get older, the things that people clowned you about, like back in high school or, junior high, as you get older, the shit just does not matter. It's like, honey, have fucking fun, okay? At the end of the day, when you turn off social media and you're in the real world, none of that shit matters. People don't have that same fucking energy in the real world. Y'all don't understand how many times I get trolled a day. I'm ugly. I'm black as hell. Nappy-headed. Hair-headed hooligan. All you wear is weave. You're this. You're that. You're fat. You're skinny. You know what I'm saying? First, I'm morbidly obese. And then when I show y'all a full-body picture of myself, now, I need to eat. Now my legs are too skinny. Now my thighs and my ass don't match. I mean, it's always something. I got breast implants. So it's like people are always going to have something, to say at the end of the day. But like I said, in the real world, it's not that same energy. It's nothing but love in the real world. So that's why I don't take the whole social media thing seriously. People get very, very comfortable with the anonymity of the internet. They get very, very comfortable with this whole trolling culture, this whole cancel culture. You know what I'm saying? You just have to ignore it and just realize that God made you how he made you and embrace it. You know what I'm saying? And the thing I always find funny is that if I was to sit here and y'all laughing because I say upside down baseball bats, no, I'm dead serious. That's how I used to be. Yep, Sam trades water off a duck's back. You just have to don't care. Katrina, your legs are great. It's great that humans are different as opposed to cookie cutter. Thank you. Yes. It's the truth. And for a long time, I was very insecure about that. But now, shit, honey, I don't care. But, yeah, you just have to, you can't take it in because like I said, it's always okay for people to it's always okay for people to skinny shame. That's what I'm trying to say. If you're skinny, people think that it's okay. I remember because I was really, really thin, you know, as a kid. And I remember people would just come up to me, random strangers, I didn't even fucking know. They would grab my wrist. And they'd be like, oh my God, you're so bony. You need to eat. And it's like, ma'am, excuse me. I don't know you. The fuck? Like, they would just, you know, it's like, how is that okay? Or they'll come and grab my ankles. Like, your ankles are so skinny. You need to, and it's like, now what if I turned around and grabbed your fucking ham hocks and was like, you're so fat. You need to, you know, you need to stop eating. Then it's like, you fucking skinny, evil bitch. So it's like, you know, it's not okay to shame people regardless of what your size is. If you're big, if you're small, leave folks alone. You know what I'm saying? When I was younger, I was made fun of for being flat-chested. You're a part of the itty-bitty titty committee. Now, you know, after 2 kids, yes, my boobs have gotten bigger since, you know, when I was in damn high school. I've gained a little bit of weight. Now I got breast implants. You know, so it's like, honey, you cannot win for lose. Once you get to a certain age, you just got to be comfortable in your skin. Let folks say what they got to say. I remember I had somebody saying, oh, you obviously don't have no different pairs of shoes. You always take pictures in the same, you know, shoes when you're out of town. Bitch, do I move to this side or this side? Do y'all see that fucking shoe rack behind me? And there's more, you know, shoes in the closet. There's shoes upstairs. I have shoes, but I'm trying to figure out, am I going to bring a whole shoe rack of shoes when I'm on vacation? Am I just going to grab 1 or 2 pairs of shoes that are the most comfortable and that match with everything that's in my suitcase, which is just usually a pair of black shoes? It's like, you know, it's like social media has people so twisted. You know, I've had people say, oh, you wore that shirt before. Don't you wear your clothes more than once? So I'm supposed to just throw this shirt away because y'all didn't see me in this pink shirt. I'm not supposed to ever wear it again because of some weird social media standard. Like, do you see how sick we've gotten as a society? Where I remember one of my celebrity friends was telling me that she bought a really expensive dress. Literally, she bought it, wore it one time. The dress was several $1,000s. You know, more than what some people make in a year. And she basically said that she can never wear it again. She can never be seen in that dress again because the blogs will call her out. You know, they'll say stuff like, oh, she wore that dress, you know, to last year's Oscars. And she wore that dress to last year's, you know, whatever ball. Like, how that's sick to me. And now we've taken down those same characteristics that we placed on celebrities and we're putting on regular people. I was shocked, like, wait, I can't wear my same clothes over? When we were growing up, we didn't have a lot of clothes. So a lot of times when we went to school, we might wear the same shirt at least, you know, 2 or 3 times during that week. Did people forget about that? Y'all doing that well now that y'all don't got to wear clothes? Y'all can just throw shit away? Must be nice, honey. Y'all will see me in the same shit over and over. I don't give a damn. Am I preaching or not? Let's see here. Baby Gal says big facts. So says they need to mind their business. That pays them. Let's see here. That guy from Texas, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. TT says shit, my money. Oh gosh, it disappeared. Here it is. Shit, it's my money. I'm gonna wear that shit as much as I want. Exactly. She is crazy to not wear that dress no more. But see, Marie. That's what I thought too. But when I thought about it, that's the pressure that we put on people. So for us, it sounds crazy. Like, girl, bye. You spent damn near 20 grand on a dress and you can't wear it again, girl. If I spent 20 grand on a dress, hey y'all, it's your girl T Fizzle. Hey you guys, welcome to Lovely News Network. Hey you guys, it's Lovely. I'm gonna be wearing this damn $20,000 dress at least once a damn month. Y'all gonna be like, damn, they're going to T in that damn $20,000 dress again. You know, because that's how I was raised. Like, you spending that much money on an outfit, you mean you can't ever wear it again because of some motherfuckers in the comment section on Instagram? Okay. Yeah, it sounds crazy to us, but that's really the pressure that we put on celebrities, and that same pressure is being put now on regular people, on children. You have kids now acting like they can't wear the same clothes. Oh, well, I wore that earlier in the week. If you don't go get a different pair of damn pants, you know, it's just insane. It's like, you know, we've just become so vapid and so, you know, just self-obsessed. It's just really sickening. It really is. Oh, y'all saying preach? Let's see here. Let's see. Breezy Oh, breezing on by reviews. Hey, she says, hey, Mama T, I have a perfect song for that Jussie Street Beat saga. The song is hilarious. Love you, Queen. I'm going to definitely have to check that out. Please DM me the song or email me. Ashley Foreman says, I'm confused. Why a legal office would drop a case that they had hard evidence to support a crime was committed? I'm just confused. Much love, T. Ashley, I'm just as confused as you are, sis. I really am. Let's see here. Cola Co says, I'm sipping at work, honey. And I love your research media in this one narrative world. You represent what our people can be proud of. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I really do. Carmel Solid, thank you for the super chat. We have so many comments in here. Oh my God, we have over what are all y'all doing? It's like 12 midnight. We got over 3,000 people in here. And it's late at night, and y'all are sitting here blessing me with the super chats and, you know, a lot of good dialogue going on. But yeah, they stated today, that's what that screenshot is from, that they are going to move forward, and they sent all that mail evidence to the FBI. So what the police are now hoping in Chicago is that the feds pick up the case and then they charge Jussie Smollett with mailing that threatening letter to himself. Because remember, that letter was sent a week before the attack. And supposedly was that damn Silence of the Lamb letter, honey. It's like a movie script. It's like you can't write this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like a straight up movie script. So the letter was sent to the Empire offices threatening Jussie and everything else. But they're saying they have evidence that the letters that were cut out were found at the Nigerian brothers' homes. And they're saying that either he had them mail it to him or he mailed it to himself. But they are looking to try and charge him now via, you know, federal charges. But I don't even know if that's going to stick because of them dropping all of this local stuff. I don't even know if the feds want to be bothered with this situation anymore, to tell you the truth. Let's see here. First of all, that's not my friend. Second of all, we already talked about her, so you can enjoy the block party, okay? Thank you. With your messy ass. Let's see here. Oh, okay. Thank you, sweet mom. Kiana Oshun says, I really do appreciate you saying all that. Love you. Thank you so much. No, I'm glad. You know, I just got to keep it real. Like, people put unnecessary, you know, expectations on people. Cola Co, what are you drinking? I'm thirsty, honey. This lovely tea, baby. I'm drinking my nighttime tea. So this helps, you know, helps me unwind, lay down, and go to damn sleep, okay? So I drink that. It's like a chamomile tea that I was able to put together. So you can find it, shameless plug, lovelytea.net or amazon.com/shops/lovelytea. How you doing? So that's what I'm drinking. But, you know, like I was saying, like we just put like just crazy expectations on people. You know, we put expectations on people that we don't have for our own self. So I'm supposed to troll you all day about your shoes and say, I can't believe you're wearing those same shoes, or you're wearing those same, you know, sandals. You wore those sandals last month. How dare you not run out and go buy a brand new pair of sandals to stunt on the gram? You know, it's insane to me. It really is. Meanwhile, you're wearing the same damn shoes every day. Like, it's crazy. Let's see. Jussie is a disgrace. Rachel Dorsell, can't spell her name. She was writing threatening letters to herself. Lord, is she back in the news? Or was this before? I can't take Rachel Dorsell seriously. Okay, so breezing on by. Thank you for another super chat. She says, I just DM'd you the Street Meat theme song to you, Mama T. You are going to crack up. Okay, I'm going to definitely check it out. Thank you. And is that your name on Instagram? Okay. Tim Henderson says, can you do a video on the JFK? I'm not going to say that word just because I don't want them to shut down my stream. I think you asked that question in one of my videos. Like, I seen that question about JFK in the comment section. Certain conspiracies I don't really like to cover on my channel just for the fact that they are really cracking down on conspiracy channels, on conspiracy videos. But something like that, I wouldn't have a problem like doing a write-up. But I definitely, agree that there was some type of conspiracy. I definitely believe in the damn magic bullet theory, okay? If you know what I'm talking about, we're here. Okay, I'm with you. There was definitely a damn conspiracy. Let's see here. Treehouse says Tim loves JFK. Okay, so yeah, so that was your comment that I saw. I'm like, okay, somebody wrote this same comment in my comment section. I don't miss nothing. I read a lot of my comments. Let's see here. Morgan. Hey, Morgan. Hey, sis from Texas. I hope you're doing well. She says, love your hair. Thank you. I decided to wear it out today, honey. Today was Mother Day. Been at the track meet all day. Ayana says, have you heard of Shane Dawson and his channel? Yes, Shane Dawson is one of the biggest YouTubers on the platform, honey. Yes, him, PewDiePie. I used to be subscribed to Shane. I haven't watched him in a while. I think he said something about sleeping with his cat. It went viral and people were dragging him, and then the next day he got engaged to his boyfriend. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Shane. He's a mess. I don't really get into his conspiracy. I had a few Shane Dawson fans come for me on Instagram. Okay, calm down. Because I said I don't like his conspiracy videos. I try to watch a few of them. I feel like they're very watered down. That's not to knock Shane. You know what I'm saying? Because Shane has gotten it from the damn ground up, okay? I've watched Shane, come up through these streets. And he's doing his thing. He's been able to make this into a legitimate business. He's written books, everything else. I would never take that away from Shane Dawson, okay? But with that being said, you're not going to be as big on this platform, have as many eyeballs as Shane Dawson does, and he's really going to be talking about some real, real deep conspiratorial shit. His conspiracy theories to me are very light. They tread on, water. He does some conspiracies, but it's not deep enough for me. And because it's not deep enough for me, you can't drag me because of that shit. How you gonna get mad? That was drag me. Why? Like, first of all, he made some good conspiracy theories. Okay, that's your opinion. To me, I know the shit that I watch. The shit that I watch takes you down a rabbit hole where literally you'll be up in your bed at night like, what the fuck? You can't even sleep because your mind be spinning. Those are the conspiracy videos that I really be getting into. So that lightweight stuff that Shane Dawson puts out, I'm not knocking him. That's just not my cup of tea. And it's okay. You know what I'm saying? We all have our levels of comfort. But they're just too whitewashed, or is that the right word, or did I hear that too many times today? I still have Rahm Emanuel's little speech in my head. To me, they're just too light. Like, those type of conspiracies are good for, like, my youngest son, who's 13. That's something he can, watch and, be enthralled in. That's fine. But for me, I like really, really deep shit, okay? I like really deep conspiracies, and he just doesn't do it for me. Really graceful. Grace, I love her. Hey, internet friends. I fucks with her, okay? She did a breakdown one day about the CEO of this site and, her connections to, what's that DNA test result thing? Not the DNA, but the 23andMe. I mean, she broke that shit down. You know what I'm saying? That's the stuff I like. KJ, the scariest movies ever. You know what I mean? Who else? Call for an Uprising. Pockets of the Future. See, I can name off these conspiracy channels, and I donate to every last one of them. I'm a member of all their Patreons because they don't get no money off of YouTube because they're keeping it too real. So that's what I'm saying. Shane Dawson is a millionaire on YouTube. He's doing his thing. He got millions of subscribers. If he was really hitting on deep stuff, they'd be snatching his channel down. All those channels that I mentioned, they're not getting a check like that on YouTube. So I make sure to support them on Patreon. Let's see here. What y'all saying? Anna P says, I don't like his shit, period. Nikki says, yes, I love them. I love that name. Nikki, hey. Oh, no, that's Mickey. Hey, Mickey, you so fine, you blow my mind. Hey, Mickey, hey, Mickey. I'm sorry, y'all. Let's see. Tiffany says, no, that wasn't Tiffany. Up TV, he's another good one. Okay, Frank in the Pool says, conspiracies make me anxious. Brandon Green says, Orlando killed Tupac. No comment. Why am I whispering like this is ASMR? The Mandela effect. I've been researching that a lot. That creeps me out. The Mandela effect definitely creeps me out. I love Jamie Deluxe. I give him money too. I am a Patreon member of Jamie. They've been coming for his neck, honey, calling his job and shit. So why y'all keep fucking with Jamie? Leave that man alone. Let him chain smoke and spill his damn tea. Okay? Oh, I fucks with Jamie now. Shattered Paradise, I fucks with them. They're the Christian couple. She scares me. I was listening to her one night. I was taking a shower. And, you know, I don't like people who do conspiracies and then they put in like a lot of like just Christian, you know, because in the Bible it says you're going to go to hell. And then demons came from the sky and possessed his soul and demons. Bitch, why'd I jump out the shower like, next case, another video. I'm not trying to listen to all that shit. I'm trying to relax. You talking about demons coming down. Like, it was too much. But, you know, they make a lot of good videos, but sometimes they get way too preachy. I don't know who that pastor they be coming on in the middle of their videos and he be talking all that. I don't know. He sounds like he's from like one of them olden days. Like them olden day pastors. They used to have shows where they would have, well, not shows, but like back in the day, like in the 1800s, literally church was like a show. I did some research on it back then. So the way like a lot of these stories were told that were in the Bible to scare people into submission and to like not act out, they would like, you know, really enforce hell. Like if you do this, you're going to hell. And they would tell like all these like hideous stories about demons coming up from hell and grabbing them and taking their children. So like it was almost like church was like this crazy ass freak show. You know what I'm saying? Way back then. And when that guy comes on in the middle of their videos, like his voice, he just reminds me like them old pastors from those videos I was watching from like the 1800s. He creeps me out. I like when they just keep it to like the basics. Like, okay, just talk about the conspiracy. Stop inputting this damn priest, I don't know who he is, but he's creepy. Let's see here. What's up, Dark Princess? Can you please tell us about the Bleach and the Jussie case? Oh, no, we're going to leave it. We're going to leave that alone. I'm not going to go there. We're going to leave that alone. Let's see. Team Johnson, all these fake truthers she's naming. First of all, you can have, this is why it's called freedom of, you know, whoever you don't like, you don't have to watch. These are people that I watch. There's a lot of folks that I watch. If you don't like them or their content, don't watch them. But how you going to sit here and say that they're fake because you don't like them? Okay, that's just your opinion. At the end of the day, these are people who are basically coming up with their own opinions, their own conspiracies. Nothing is actually solid fact. You know, things that they're putting together. You know, they're putting their time to put it together. So if you don't like it, just don't watch their stuff. Let's see here. My grandma told me about witches that ride your back when you go to sleep. And ever since, I don't sleep on my back. I ain't never heard that before. That is creepy. Look, Too Bad says, send his ass to the block party. No, we're not going to block him for that. I mean, that's his opinion. You know what I'm saying? But you're not about to tell me that every conspiracy channel is all of a sudden fake because you don't rock with them. Like, sit down. Sit down. Quit hating on the people. Let's see here. You can definitely get blocked. Have a good day. Next case. Yeah, Dark Rider. Jamie is definitely going through it. He definitely is. What's up, Devin? Thank you for stopping through. Yeah, no, he's definitely going through, and that's the sad part. Brandon says the internet is destroying music. Nia says, hey there, Negro Damas. Hey, boo. Yes, I do feel like the internet hasn't destroyed music, though. Part of me thinks this. Part of me feels like, okay, it has definitely dumbed down music. I will say that. Because they were, you had to be lyrical, more talented. You definitely had to have something of substance back in the day in order for you to, like, really blow up. And I think that's the good thing and the bad thing about the internet is this. While it's cool because for the most part we have, freedom of expression, and, any Yahoo with a camera can now, turn on the camera and state their opinion about any damn thing, and also any Yahoo with a damn mixer and a beat maker and all that stuff can make music and put it on SoundCloud and hope that it goes viral. So whereas back in the day, before you could get onto a platform to spew your opinion, you literally had to be vetted. You know what I'm saying? You had to know somebody who knew somebody who knew somebody to get you on television or get you a meeting with the studios and things like that. Just like with music, you had to know somebody who knew somebody who could get your tape to, the right person. And a lot of things happen by luck and happenstance. But now with social media and with the internet, we control a lot of the things that we can do. Like, I don't have to go and beg Oprah for a job. I don't have to go and beg CNN to allow me to be a commentator on their show. I do my own commentary on my own damn show. You know what I'm saying? Just like a lot of these rappers, they don't necessarily have to, go beg Def Jam or go sock, or go, sit there and suck off an executive, when they can literally just put out music on SoundCloud, and if it happens to blow up, or on, YouTube or whatever, and they can be the next big thing. So in a way, I feel like the internet has hurt music in that aspect, that anybody can put out anything, and if it's hot, if it's a hot beat, it goes viral. So it doesn't have to be anything of substance. That reminds me of what's his name, Lil Pump, when he first blew up off that song Gucci Gang. Is that what song, Gucci Gang? And I remember, I kept hearing people, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And my youngest was listening to Gucci Gang. And I said, let me turn it up. See, when they listen to shit, I'm a nosy parent. Turn it up now. And so I'm listening. He's like, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang. All my girls do cocaine. Some shit. And I'm just like, where are the lyrics? Like, there's no lyrics. It just didn't make. I said, this is Lil Pump. This is who's viral right now. Who like, everybody was going crazy over Lil Pump's music about 2 years ago. He's still doing his thing now, but it's just like, that's the thing that I was saying before. We get behind, we complain that there's no music of substance, but the people that we take viral is very indicative of, people's mentality and the culture and where it's at, because we're not taking the J. Cole's viral. And he said that in that song that he did with 21 Savage. A lot of people are doing anything for views and for streams and everything else. And it's like, if you guys remember when I was in LA on vacation, during Oscar weekend, and I was in Beverly Hills, just trying to go get me some damn food. And I look up and I'm like, this is bullshit. Is that Daniel Bagoli, the Cash Me Outside girl? Had a huge banner right there on Sunset Boulevard over there, like near Beverly Hills or whatever, about advertising her new Snap show. And it's just like, this girl has literally been blessed. And before her fans come for me, because her fans hate me, and I don't give a damn. Y'all always say I'm hating on this little white girl, and I'm not hating on her. Doobie for life. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. He says, lovely convo, T. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying it. But yeah, I'm not hating on Daniel Bagoli, okay? She's a child. Hell, she's young enough to be my child. My issue with Daniel Bagoli is that you have children out here who are doing the right thing. All them kids that I met today, all those kids that were at my son's track meet, them kids had been there since like 3 o'clock after school. They had blankets laid out, had like their iPods, their laptops, all waiting to like do these different events, hurdles, jumping in the sand. I don't know what that thing is called. My son told me earlier, I don't be knowing names of stuff. That big ass stick they run, and I had filmed that girl. She jumped over that big old thing. Just watching that was amazing. Like, you have kids who are really putting in work. They're trying to do the right thing. Society's telling them, do the right thing, stay on the right track, get good grades, go to college, and you'll be blessed. And what happens is, you have kids who are doing the right thing. They don't have a criminal record. They're not beating up their parents. They'll give you their last. They're trying to maintain good grades. Meanwhile, they're going through shit at home. Lights might be cut off. Their parent is struggling. They might be dealing with a sick parent, an absentee father, absentee mother. You have kids out here who are going through real shit, but they're still trying to hang on. I get the emails. I get the DMs. People literally at their wits' end, just trying to make it to see another day. And then you sit and you watch somebody like her literally blow up. And that was no fault of her own. She was just showing you her true colors. Yeah, I beat up my my mom. Catch me outside. How about that? And we turned her into a meme. We turned her into a gift. We turned her into a catchphrase. We commoditized her. And when I say we, I say all of us. The internet, me included, people who did stories, people who shared the Cash Me Outside clip, Dr. Phil. We commoditized her. And now she's sitting with a big ass billboard in Beverly Hills. She done got paid millions for that Snapchat show. She just started her own makeup line called Copycat for like $900 million. I'm not hating on that little girl. What I'm saying is that, like, damn, life is just not fair. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. And that saddens me how much society rewards bad behavior, because we sit here and we tell kids one thing, but then the ones that we promote, the ones that we prop up, are the ones who are not doing the right thing. And that's the saddest part. And even if there was a girl on that stage who went on the Dr. Phil show and said, you know what? I'm a straight A student. I got a 4.0 GPA. I'm not out here fighting. I'm not ratchet. I'm just trying to live my life. I want to be a doctor one day. We'd look at her and be like, no drama. Next. You're boring. Next. So again, some of the onus is on us. And that's just real facts. When I put out positive, more serious content, y'all don't really watch it like that. Yeah, that content don't get views like the celebrity stuff, like the ratchet stuff. I have a whole news network that I put real serious topics. That channel is not monetized like that. Don't get it twisted. They're not letting you monetize news stories like that. If I post 6 videos on Lovely News Network, out of those 6 videos, I'm lucky if 1 is monetized. But I still put the content up there because y'all asked for it. Y'all wanted more serious content. Y'all love the channel. I don't want the channel to die out. I'm not able to post on there as frequently as this channel, but I still post on there. But for y'all who are members or who are subscribed to Lovely News Network, how is the comment section over there versus over here on Lovely T 2002, Lovely T TV? 2 different worlds. On those videos, I'm lucky if I get maybe 200 comments depending on the topic. But let me do a video about Kim Kardashian. Thousands of comments. Cardi B, thousands of comments. Nicki Minaj, thousands of comments. So again, don't come at me with the, you need to do more, sister, you need to put out more content like this. You need to, y'all don't watch it. I'm a whole mom. I'm busy. So when I take time out to edit, when I take time out to research and put stuff together, that's time I'm taking away from my kids. That's time I'm taking away from my family. So if people aren't going to watch it and support it, am I going to put just as much time into that content that y'all are not watching as opposed to the other content that y'all do watch and gravitate towards? Things that make you go, Think about why everybody has now switched their stance on YouTube. Everybody's doing commentary. Even folks who first came on here like, I'm so pro-black. I'm here to, educate the black folks and, spill all this conscious tea. Now these same people, once they start getting a check, it's like, damn, everybody's spilling tea. Everybody's just doing celebrity news and celebrity gossip. Because again, that's what people gravitate towards. That's what people watch. Even the most conscious channels spend more time talking about what's trending than the shit that's going on in the community. Am I preaching or am I getting on y'all's nerves? I'm just keeping it real. To all 3,000 of y'all. Let's see here. Dolores Diggs says, gotta be up at 7 a.m. for work. I'm up watching Auntie T. Love you, Mama. I love you too, and I appreciate it. I'm so sorry this stream is late, but people have been hitting me up all day about the Jussie situation. I've been dealing with track, but I told you I was gonna come on when I got a chance. Okay, good. I'm glad you guys are understanding where I'm coming from. Mark the Traveler says, T, I love your news. Let me see, your news stories, commentary. Don't stop. Thank you. Haley says, preach T. Ace says, well said. I found your channel via the news channel first. Thank you, Dark Rider. I appreciate that. Martin Member says, I fucking love you. Thank you. I love you too. Let's see here. Cola says, keep telling the truth, T. It takes preaching for the reaching. We spoke about Wendy Williams Susie Q, we spoke about a lot of stuff today. We talked about Wendy, Jussie, Cardi B. We spoke about all that stuff, hun. Let's see here. Chubby Garcia says, keep up the amazing work, girl. Fuck the haters. Yes, honey. Sip to that. Thank you, baby. I appreciate it. You know, we're not sweating them. Thank you for the super chat. We staying focused over here. Yeah, you know, I'm just keeping it real. And that's the part that makes me sad, because it was so much diversity. Is that the right word? Diversity? I think so. Sorry if it's the wrong word. Oh, Devin. T, keep preaching with your sexy self. Thank you. I'm glad y'all still find me sexy with my natural hair. But, you know, that's the thing that kind of makes me sad, because there was a lot of diversity. Maybe that's the word I mean. Diversity. I said diversity. There's a lot of diversity on YouTube. You know, back in the day, you could come on here, you'd have people doing skits, and they were real pranks back then, not these fake ones. And, you know, you had people doing commentary and spoken word and this and that, and now it's just nothing but commentary. Just everybody has an opinion. And it's not just black YouTube. It's white YouTube. It's Asian YouTube. It's like everybody with a camera. Just, I have an opinion. Fuck it, I'm here. And it's like, some of y'all don't need to have an opinion on shit, because y'all ain't saying nothing. And it's like, I really miss the days where when I go to a channel that talks about the stuff that I'm interested in, be it politics, be it, you know, let's say, you know, just like black empowerment and stuff like that. When I go to those same channels, it's not like how it was a few years ago. It's like, well, damn, when you gonna talk about shit that's going on in the community, because you done spent an hour of your live stream talking about people on Twitter. Like where's the stuff? You know what I mean? Because, again, that's what they base their channel on. This channel went from a hair channel to a celebrity news channel. These people never had celebrity news channels or celebrity gossip channels, whatever you want to call it. They were talking about more woke stuff, more things that made you think. But, again, it just shows where we're going as a society. Even now when I watch the local news, they literally have now put a segment aside for entertainment news. Everything is entertainment. And it's like, when I turn on my television, I don't want your opinion on what the fuck so-and-so wore at whatever event. If I'm trying to watch CNN, I'm watching y'all for the news, or supposed news. Same with Fox, same with MSNBC. I don't want to hear all this, oh, well, you know, such and such is dating who, and Justin Bieber's depressed, and you know, he's sleeping in a hyperbaric chamber. No, like, can you talk about real world stuff? But again, that's just where it is right now as a society. Kiana Oshun says, shake my head, facts. Asman, sorry if I said it wrong. He says either commentary or beauty and makeup related, and sometimes both. Yeah. I mean, even the beauty people are putting on makeup and doing commentary. I think they call it, what do they call it? Get ready with me or something? You know, it's the same thing. It's like everybody has an opinion about everything. You know, so it's like YouTube is just turned into just commentary station 101. And being that it's turned into more commentary, there's going to be a lot of changes coming to YouTube. Where's Walter Cronkite when you need him? Nemo fan, I believe he died like 50 years ago, sir. I don't know, but I remember hearing about Walter Cronkite back in the day. Let's see here. The internet takeover of YouTube and Instagram. Lifehack says, your commentary is the best. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Neum says, free Negro Damas's forehead. Yes! I got a 5 head. I don't give a damn. I keep telling y'all, I'm at that age now where I don't give a damn. Y'all see my 5 head? Boom, boom. We're not going to free it. We're going to keep it damn covered, okay? Did you get enough of that 5 head? Yeah, I got a forehead. So does Tyra Banks. Okay, that just means we're brainy. That's what big foreheads means. We're brainy, okay? Y'all stay trying to drag me, honey. It's all good. Look, Miss Living Life says, yup, I know that's right. Dark Princess says, still beautiful. Yes, honey. It is what it is. Shit. Let's see. Did you see hold on, did you see the white man degrading black man? No, black women? Okay. Did you see the white man degrading black women's hair he's comparing white beauty versus black beauty and saying how nasty we are. I didn't see that. You know, I'm not, that's the internet, honey. You can't, honey, you can't worry about what the fuck they say, okay? They're always going to, you know, lust after our features and then talk shit about our features in the same breath. It is what it is. You know, just know who you are and know that, you know, whatever that person is saying, that's not indicative of you. You know what I'm saying? Or how you should feel about yourself. You'll always have people who feel like black women are at the bottom of the totem pole and, you know, nobody wants black. I mean, Lord, am I preaching tonight? Or do I need to have a tall glass to shut the fuck up? Like, I just feel like going kind of deep tonight, and I don't know why. My tea's almost gone. I've been on here for an hour and a half. So I'm going to log off soon. But what I want to say is this before I do leave. I feel really bad for these young girls growing up in this generation. Like the teenage. I don't know what I would do if social media was around when I was in junior high, high school. You have a whole generation of kids that are growing up and the only thing they've ever known is social media. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and things like that. And like I said earlier, Rachel, you have a lot of people. That's where the internet is a blessing and a curse. Because you have people who are now free to have a platform to spew whatever lies, whatever bullshit they want to spew, including degrading and talking shit about black women. And unfortunately, you have a lot of young girls who are watching this and they're internalizing it. So whereas me, as a grown mother of two, you know, I have my insecurities, don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff I'm still insecure about. But, you know, those are things I deal with, you know, the best way I can. But for the most part, the shit that I see on social media, it's water off a duck's back. It's like, okay, whatever. Yeah, y'all always gonna have something to say about black women, you know, me, other black women. It is what it is. But what about the babies? What about the young girls who are going, you know, who are 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 years old? And they're seeing somebody with a platform and they're telling them how ugly their features are. How this hair is bad. How this nose is bad. You know what I'm saying? It should be more pointy. You should get a nose job. You should, you know, it's like I feel really bad for this generation of young girls, especially young black girls, because the disrespect that I'm constantly seeing of black women on social media is really sad. You know, how many videos went viral just this week, and I haven't gotten done editing them for the news channel. They will be up probably tomorrow because I'm going to bed after this. But how many videos went viral just this week alone of black women being beat up? We had the older black woman on the bus who was kicked in the chest multiple times, could have died. You know, we had the young black girl who got into it with that white guy. He pulled out the gun on her, you know, and instead of her falling back, you know, she started fighting with him and he ended up beating her. I mean, he beat her ass. You know, we have all those spring break videos of folks fighting. And then the one black boy goes and he just punches the girl and knocks her out. That video went viral. So imagine a young girl who's 12, 13, 14. And they just sit on social media all day. They sit on Snapchat all day. These kids' phones are fucking glued to their hands. It doesn't make any damn sense. Imagine just seeing this 24/7, 24/7. What that's doing to their mentality. What's that doing to how they feel about themselves. What's that doing to their psyche. How they're internalizing all the shit that they're seeing. That black women aren't worthy. They're not worthy of protection. Men can beat them up. And then you'll have a whole group of men making excuses. So I feel really, really bad for a lot of young girls growing up in this generation. Because I couldn't imagine being on Instagram 24/7. Because I know what Instagram has done to me as a grown woman. You know, just looking at these pictures and looking at perfection every day. And you're literally like, people don't have stretch marks. People don't have pimples. Like, everything is just flawless. Everybody's living with everybody's a living filter. It's insane. You know, it's just like, you have people now, like, they're scared to even come on social media without a beat face. You have a lot of beauty gurus. They would not come on social media like this. They got to have their face made up. You know what I'm saying? Hair whipped, everything. But can we be mad at them? Because, again, we put standards on people that we don't want put on ourselves. So if a beauty guru comes on here and decides to do a live stream and she's looking anything but A1, people will drag her. You look a mess. Look at your acne. Look at your skin. Why ain't your hair whipped? So we expect perfection of other people that we don't want placed on us. And when we're sitting here only promoting perfection and we're only promoting a certain image, that's definitely going to take it. So it's definitely going to take a toll on the psyches of young girls growing up in this generation. Mark my words. Let me read some of these comments. Girl, I live in Virginia Beach. You know how college week is. I don't care if a role is trying to change. It's going to be the same shit show. Kaya says, I'm grateful that I didn't allow me, maybe your parent. I'm grateful that I didn't allow me to have a social media until age 14. A girl from my school lost her mayor position because she wrote a racist comment when she was 12? What? They went back that far? That's crazy. That's crazy. Katana says we should promote the idea of not giving a fuck of what people think of our looks. Exactly. I agree with that. Tanya says, yes, I'm here for the preaching. Yes, honey. Thank you. Wonderboy 1126 says the strongest women I know are black women. Thank you. They go through some shit, boy. I will say that much. Terry Berry says anyone can disrespect the black community and no repercussions are really given. Yes, that happens all the time. And the sad part is that so many times we in the black community also help to, we allow it. People disrespect us because we also disrespect ourselves. You know what I'm saying? I can't be shocked at how that white man beat up that black woman when I see a black man kicking a black woman in the chest, an elderly black woman in the chest. Because when we sit there and do it to our own, other races feel like it's fair game. Like your own men aren't respecting you, so you about to get this two-piece. Because they don't even see you as feminine enough. They don't even see you as feminine enough to say, you know what, that's a woman. She's talking reckless right now, but let me just, let me just walk away. He beat the brakes off of her like she was a man. It's crazy. 660 says, these niggas had their phones out and shit. Like, what the fuck? That's an old woman. Exactly. We rather just sit there and watch, you know what I'm saying, and pull out our cell phones and yell out world star hip hop. Okay, so Call Me Meliter says, T, what's your view on muting and canceling people in art? I had a really good conversation with Roberto Blake about that. When I was in Florida, I got a chance to meet him. Real cool brother. And when I tell you, and I also spoke about it to Spoken Reasons. Me and him had me and Spoken Reasons. He's just funny. Like that is like my little brother. He's too funny. And we talked about that as well when I met up with him. And when I tell you I am so over the whole cancel culture, the fake outrage culture, I'm over it. Because I really feel like it's to the point now where people are taking canceling somebody as real activism. And I think that's what bothers me, is that a lot of people take stuff like that as, I'm really out here putting in work. I'm really putting work in the community because I'm unfollowing somebody. Like, I remember there was a meme that went viral a few years ago, and I had posted it on social media. And so the meme, it's 4 squares. And so in this square, it has poor people in Africa, of course, and they're like near this dirty water, like this dirty river, and they're thin, they look really thirsty, and they're there by this dirty river. So then the next square, it's a post on Facebook. Like this, if you want to see, these black people or just whatever people get water. Like this, if you want to see them have clean water. And then the third post is somebody hitting like. And then the final post is literally like some you know how like you have like tunnel vision like in the movies, and so it's almost like the light going through a tunnel and then pouring water on these people in the river. Like, I don't know if am I able to describe that properly to you guys? You guys understand what I'm saying? It was a meme with 4 squares. So basically they're saying that people really equate activism and doing something to a social media like. Like if somebody posted something like, oh my gosh, we have to fight, you know, Me Too, we got to fight this movement, or we got to cancel this person. They really feel like hitting a like or hitting a heart is really going to enact change in the real world. Like, this is how convoluted we have, you know, created the real world in social media, where people really think liking or canceling somebody is really going to do something. Like, I tell people all the time, don't just be outraged on social media. Don't just be on social media crying and carrying on about, well, we're about to cancel this person, I'm unfollowing that person. That don't mean shit. The way you cancel somebody, if you're truly serious about canceling them, is hitting them in their pockets. That's facts. You can't tell me that y'all done canceled, you know, for instance, Chris Brown. He just, first person that popped in my head. You can't tell me that y'all canceled Chris Brown because of what he did to Rihanna, but then every time he drops a song, y'all the first ones posting Instagram videos, Chris Brown dance challenge. Look at me now. Look at me now. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, wait, I thought he was canceled. Oh, well, such and such is canceled, and then as soon as they do something that you like, he's not canceled? R. Kelly is canceled. Let R. Kelly drop some new music. Well, you know that beat. Well, you know he had some songs back in the day. So I just think the cancel culture to me equates fake outrage culture. That's why I don't promote the whole canceling thing on my channel no more. Such and such is canceled. Yeah, until they do something that you do like. And then as soon as they do something that you do like, y'all are right back on their bandwagon. Y'all are right back following them. So I don't want to hear all that canceling shit unless you're really trying to cancel them and really affect change by affecting their pockets. To me, it's just a bunch of mush mouth stuff. And that's just real. Neela Rack says, I love you, T. I love you, too. The mom of 17 kids is back in the news? Miss Z, don't tell me she done had 18 kids. Don't tell me she has another baby. Oh, hell no. I remember I did a video on her. That was one of my first videos that went viral. Angel Adams. I will never forget her. She was from wretched-ass Florida and was a mother of 16. No, I think she was a mother of 15 back then. And she's since had more children. You're going to have to let me know what she did. Let's see. We have a new super chat. Martin #1. Thank you so much for the $9.99. He says, T, I subbed to you 3 years ago. I tell all my friends about you, especially my black female friends, because your commentary about our culture is spot on. You never reel it back. Love you and love your work. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. That means a lot to me, and thank you for sharing. Look, Maya Long says, Pastor T is preaching. Janae says, I just cancel myself for now. Yeah, you know, like I tell folks, hon, the only people you can hold accountable, the only one that you control is yourself. And let's see, Kay, have you heard about the Cardi B situation? We talked about Cardi B about an hour ago, baby. But yeah, the only people that you control in life is yourself. You know, even the whole Oprah situation. When folks were screaming that they were going to cancel her, and that's fine. You know, if you don't want to watch her anymore, if you don't want to support her because of the whole Michael Jackson fiasco, then that's fine. But all this, you know, just this fake outrage, that's the part that just annoys me. Like this whole, I need 50 million people on my bandwagon to make me feel like, you know what I'm saying, y'all got my back, we're all doing something together. I grew up in an era where, you know what I'm saying, you stand on your own shit one-on-one. I don't need a bunch of people, you know what I'm saying, egging me on. I don't need to have a bunch of tea sippers alongside me to get me to do something. If I'm not going to fuck with something, I'm just not going to fuck with it. And, you know, point blank, period. I don't need to create a whole movement or a whole hashtag to not fuck with something. If you don't fuck with something, you just don't rock with it. You move on. If you don't want to, you know, support Oprah, you just don't rock with it. It doesn't make any sense to go on a whole rant and a whole hashtag when either you will turn around and be watching her in a few months. The same thing I said about the Gucci boycott. Everybody's talking all this mush mouth shit. What is a 3-month boycott supposed to do? Y'all gonna be right back wearing it, the ones who can afford it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't want to hear all that stuff. If you choose not to wear something, if you choose not to support it, then that's fine. You should have the satisfaction in your own heart, knowing that you canceled something. You shouldn't need validation from strangers like, oh my gosh, you canceled Gucci. You the shit now. No, I'm just going to cancel Gucci because I'm not about that racist life. I don't need a bunch of people on social media patting me on the back because I made a post about canceling Gucci. Do y'all understand where I'm coming from? It's like we live in this whole culture where we have to have a clique of people, you know what I'm saying? We got to be clicked up to make us want to move and do something, when you really should be spurred to do something on your own with or without people's backing. You should be able to stand on your own too, and that's it. Let's see here. Fake woke is not me, established in 2008. Good morning from London. It's 6 a.m. here. Oh, wow. We're waking up the London people. That guy from Texas says most black people's Gucci is fake anyway. Lord. And you know, I heard that a lot of people who sit there and stunt on social media, you know, they'll have like these Gucci outfits, Fendi outfits, but then when you go to the Fendi store and you're like, okay, well, I want that outfit that this influencer had on, and Fendi's like, we don't make that shit, boo. That's not part of our spring collection. So watch out for a lot of these people on social media who put up these fake facades, who feel like they have to, you know, I don't know, honey. They're just so into high-end shit. Because again, me wearing this shirt, I think this shirt came from Target. It cost $10. You know what I'm saying? You know, I guess because it's not stylish, it's not hip enough for me to just do a shoot in there. I have to do a shirt. I have to do a shoot in a shirt that has Fendi print all over it or Gucci print, you know. But like I said, people will take pictures in some of this stuff. And then when you go to the Louis Vuitton store, you go to the Gucci store, Fendi store, they'll be like, no, we don't make that. So, yeah, you are right. There are a lot of people, not just black people, honey, but a lot of people, you know, rocking bootleg, you know what I'm saying, knockoff, you know, gear on social media. Let's see here. Unfriendly Black Barbie says, I think the price of Gucci is going to inflate as soon as they go back. Yeah, it definitely might be. Tanise says, have you seen the girl who's using tanning injections to become black? I seen a lady. There was like a lady with some big old titties. Sorry, maybe I shouldn't say that. But whatever. They had to be fake, obviously. But she had some damn triple Z's. And she was getting melanin injections or some shit to make herself a black woman. She just looked really strange. And she had her lips done. But somebody did tag me in something with maybe a college age girl, pretty white girl. And they were showing like her before and after. And she was literally darker than me. And I'm just like, what is going on here? We back to that whole blackfishing scandal that happened a few months ago. But from what you're saying she's getting injections. So it's not even where she's tanning. You know, I don't get it. When I see people do that, to me, it's just them trying to look more racially ambiguous. You know, they're trying to make themselves look like they... You know, they don't want the headaches of a black woman, okay? They don't want the headaches. They damn sure don't want the features, but they like that brown, that tan, you know, look, but they still want, you know, like their more poignant features, you know, the blue eyes and everything else. But for some reason, they're darkening their skin. It's just like the weirdest shit. Like, social media got folks, honey, all messed up. Freckles. People tattooing freckles on their face. I seen Donna on Black Ink. I was watching Black Ink the other day, on Sunday when I was on the damn couch. Wasn't feeling too well. So I was watching Black Ink Crew. I was trying to catch up. And I'm like, did Donna tattoo freckles on her face? Because I seen that was becoming a trend. And if you guys remember, we were growing up, freckles were like, people made fun of people with freckles. Not saying it was okay. I'm just saying what happened. People who have freckles, people made fun of them. Oh, freckles are gross. You know, like that was seen as like a blemish. And now you got people tattooing freckles on their face. So it's just weird, the things that people fetishize. You know, growing up, we got made fun of for being dark-skinned. And then it's like now you got, you know, girls who are racially ambiguous or white taking melanin injections, you know, tanning themselves to look really dark. It's weird. It's just weird. Just like girls with, you know, when you have curly hair, you want straight hair. When you have straight hair, you want curly hair. So, you know, it's just never enough for some people. Yeah, so you remember that. Slaytay says, yes, freckle face. I remember. Yeah, a lot of people used to make fun of people with freckles. Yeah, tattooing freckles is a new thing. I posted on it a while back. Let's see, what else here? People wanting to have thick eyebrows now. You know, I try to do it one day because sometimes I'll play with, like, makeup, like, you know, just trying to figure stuff out. And I tried the thick eyebrow thing. It made me uncomfortable because I felt like I was like, I'm trying to look in the camera. See, this is why I'm not a makeup guru. I felt like I was drawing my eyebrows on like up here trying to make it look, you know, thick or whatever, and it looked crazy. So I guess maybe I don't have the face for it. But I've seen people with the thick eyebrows. For some people, it looks good. Like Brooke Shields, like her in her younger years, her eyebrows are really thick. I think she might have had a unibrow initially, but she has like naturally thick eyebrows. So for me, mine are not naturally like full or, you know, like thick like that. So I probably always stick to like thinner stuff, thinner eyebrows. Okay, let's see. We have another super chat. Dolores Dick says, have you thought about having an Axe on TT segment? I would love to gather your advice. You know what? I hadn't thought about that, but that might be a really good thing. Thank you for the super chat. That might be a good thing. I know on Instagram, I do this thing. I don't know. It started off as a joke, but now people are like, no, you really should do deck chronicles. Where I was like showing you guys my deck throughout the winter and how my deck got so full of snow, I couldn't even go out on it. And so the other day I did another deck chronicles and all the snow was gone. I swept the deck off. And so you guys were like, oh my God, your backyard is nice, you know, whatever. And so somebody was saying that I should like go live sometimes, like maybe do some Instagram videos or YouTube live videos from the deck, you know, just talking. So that might be a good idea. Maybe just go live from the deck, chilling, have my little teacup, you know what I'm saying, sipping slow and taking questions and helping people with advice. You guys think that that'd be good? Let's see here. Come on, come to Houston. Our fake Gucci is legit. I'm definitely coming down to Houston. Oh, Linus, you be on it, honey. Linus, she be on it. Oh, well, I can answer that person's question even though they blocked them. Yeah, I sip tea. People are asking, do I drink codeine? Yeah. I have pain medicine. You want me to... Oh, it's somewhere around here. I have a chronic illness. So, yeah. I use pain medicine. This ain't a secret. Everybody knows that. I have morphine, Dilaudid, stuff that I need to use to combat when I go into a crisis. So I don't see how y'all think that's offending me. I have a legitimate chronic illness. But what's funny is that I wonder if you guys would have the same energy if I came on here and told y'all that I had cancer. If I came on here and told y'all that I had cancer, I'm stage 3, I'm in so much pain, would you guys clown me for taking pain medicine, for using codeine? Have I ever come on here and just been whacked out my mind, high, or acting a fool? Usually when I take pain medicine, it's to help me sleep. Because I'm in pain, you know, from the time I wake up. So a lot of times I don't take any pain medicine during the day because, again, I'm a parent. So my kids are in sports. I have to pick them up. I can't be driving high. Today I've been at a track meet all day. Right now my knees are hurting. I've been sitting on this chair for about 2 hours. My hips are starting to hurt. So you're damn right, when I get off this live, I'm going to take some pain medicine. But make sure you keep that same energy for cancer patients, for people who have lupus, for other chronic pain sufferers, okay? Because I don't understand like how that became funny or a joke because I have to use pain medicine that I've talked about from day one on my YouTube channel. Never hidden that fact. Just having to keep it real. So like I said, I have no problem, you know, addressing, you know, some of the trolls in here when it comes to stuff like that. Just hope that when you have children, they don't come out with a chronic illness. Just hope that you don't get struck down with cancer or something where you might need something to relieve you of that pain. Hope that you don't get to the point where you're having to walk around, you know what I'm saying, with a fentanyl patch. It's very real. But even through all that pain, even through all this shit I go through, I still can walk around this bitch with my head held high. Because I'm a survivor at the end of the day. I was told I was not going to live to be 18. I was told my whole life I was never going to be able to have kids. I have not 1 but 2 kids. And I'm well past the age of 18. So it's a blessing. Y'all can't shame me, honey. Not about me surviving sickle cell. You can't shame me about that. But good luck. And make sure you keep that same energy for cancer patients, okay? Thanks, you guys. Everybody's like, speak on it. No, it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Have the same energy for everybody who suffers from chronic pain. There's a lot of people out here taking pills. Pills don't overtake my life. I'm able to make videos, research, do everything I do. I've been able to build my own little empire, pain pills or not, codeine or not. I'm handling my business as a mother. I'm handling my business as a young black woman, period. So if y'all feel the need to clown me and call me a codeine, crackhead, whatever, I'll be everything. I'll be whatever y'all want to call me. Because at the end of the day, y'all will never, ever understand my pain. And how I'm still able to come on here day after day, spilling tea, keeping a smile on my face, and everything else. Y'all will never be able to understand my pain. And I wouldn't wish my pain on my worst enemy. So I'm a survivor. Period. With a T. Supac said, I'm late. What's going on? Honey, you late. We're not about to rewind that, honey. Go back and watch the replay. But yeah, no, I'm not about to cry. My voice is just going out because I'm tired. No, I'm not about to cry. I'm good. No, I cried last week about my high school reunion because that got me really emotional because that was one of the things that did affect me in high school. You know, there were times I'd be in the hospital for a month, you know, and so you get behind. Like, I had to, like, really struggle to keep up. You know, you go into a crisis, you don't know when you're going to get out the hospital if you get out the hospital. There have been so many times throughout high school I almost died. And then you show up and people are like, oh, I thought you died. You back? You know, so it's just like, man, my childhood was crazy, honey. So it's like, there's nothing these people on the internet can say about me. I've been through so much shit, so much trials and tribulations. I done seen death so many damn times and made it out. Y'all's not going to take my blessings or minimize anything that God has blessed me with. So y'all can spread rumors. Y'all can talk shit. I'll be all types of crackheads. Y'all can kiki. Y'all can troll. Y'all can do whatever y'all want to do. I'm still going to be blessed either way because what God has for me, none of y'all will take it, period. Can I get an amen? Okay? Thank you for the $2 super chat. S. Marshall, I appreciate it. Chauncey Urser says, preach T. I've been to the hospital 3 times in the past 3 months with pain crisis. It's been attacking my joints. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. So you must be a sickle cell warrior yourself. Okay. All right. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I that's why I'm really strict as far as my diet. That's why I drink teas all the time. You know, I'm just trying to stay in the best health possible. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's why I can't engage in fuckery. I'm not going to sit here and get myself stressed out and get sick. Like, my triggers are stress, and I'm not going to allow, you know, people on the internet, strangers, trolls to stress me out. Like, y'all's not getting that energy. That energy is for my kids, period. Shanice says, hi T, how do we support your channel? I'm from South Africa. How do I donate? You can either, I have a PayPal donation. You can join my Patreon. You can join my membership. You can super chat. There's lots of ways. I don't beg for money on here. Whatever you guys want to give me and, you know, show support, it means a lot to me. I really appreciate it. So there's several ways. The mods can post link. Let's see here. Oh, Netta2. Thank you so much for the $50 super chat. She says, because you are awesome and love. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Yes. God be the glory, Sabrina. Yeah, I done been through hell and back. My doctors be telling me I should, like, talk to patients, like, you know, go to hospitals and talk to patients and stuff. And part of me wants to, but I'm so busy, but I do. And I know somebody invited me to come out and speak to some patients on the East Coast as well. So, you know, there's different things that I'm trying to do, you know, to show people that you can have a chronic illness and you can still come out of it. You can still live your life. You know, you can still make it. Don't let doctors diagnose, you know what I'm saying, your death date. Don't let people sentence you and, you know, speak, you know, say that, oh, you only have this long to live, or you'll never do this, or you'll never be able to do that. Because at the end of the day, the power of the tongue is very powerful. So if people are beating that into you, you start having that mentality. So you have to change that and be like, oh, well, y'all think I'm not going to make it to be 18? Okay, well, watch. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to not only make it past 18, I'm going to carry this baby, I'm going to have my child, and I'm going to try and be here for my kids as long as I can. You know, so you have to have that mentality when dealing with a chronic illness. It's not easy at all. Oh, is Tracy in here? Tracy TV? I see y'all mentioning his name. Is Dollface in here? Sorayuki says, Auntie said, period. Thank you for the super chat. I sure did. No, I appreciate it. Chance, adopt a more vegan diet. It really does help. Cutting that meat out your diet and everything else. It makes a big difference. Let's see here. Oh, Miss Shanti says, be a motivational speaker. I've never thought about that. Am I motivating y'all? Thank you. Oh, so Maya Ray says, I'm 26 and I had a partial hysterectomy at 23. Wow. I'm sorry to hear that. If you have a partial hysterectomy, and forgive me, because I don't know, are you able to have kids because it's partial? Are you still able to have a baby, or you can't have any children? That's very sad because you're young, you know? That's sad. I'm sorry to hear that. Enjoy Life says, thanks for telling us because, we're not, yeah, it's all good. You know, people always going to put stuff out there. It is what it is, honey. Monique Lowell, thank you for the $20 super chat. She says, I love your channel. Thank you. I'm so happy. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Jade Bay says, I don't have sickle cell, but I have arthritis in my right hand. It's made me sad because I like to draw and play piano. It makes it hard, but I still count my blessings. It could always be worse. Love you. I love you too. And I mean, that's the sad part, you know, because especially when dealing with like pain and stuff like that, it's hard. Like, you know, everybody has a story to tell. And that's the thing that trips me out with people on social media is you really should take your health as a blessing. As much stuff, chemicals they're putting into the food, like every time you turn around, somebody's getting cancer. And it's like, it could be you next. Cancer don't have no name. So don't never get on your high horse and think that you better than somebody because your health is on point or because you're healthy, because you could be healthy today and gone tomorrow. You could walk out your door and get hit by a car. So be grateful. Be happy that you're healthy. Be happy that you don't have to take pain pills. Be happy that you don't have, you know, arthritis or, you know, like she said, she had to have a hysterectomy. You know, be grateful for your health, because at the end of the day, these clothes, you can't take them with you. All this superficial shit, you can't take none of it with you. The most important thing at the end of the day is your health. So be grateful and watch how you speak on other people's situations, because you never know, you know what I'm saying, what can come back on you, period. So yeah, I'm sorry that you're having pain. I know how that is. And especially when you love to draw, that yeah. Y'all already know how when I did my draw my life, like it's so hard for me to draw. Like I'm very good on the computer. I do graphic design, but you give me a pen and paper, honey, you would think a 3-year-old wrote that shit. Like it's very hard for me to write. It really is. So I know what you mean when you say that you're an artist, and with arthritis in your hand, you're not able to do as much. You're not able to do what you love, which is drawing. But try and get like maybe one of those drawing pads. That can help a lot of times. But for me, being able to do graphics on my MacBook, you know, with my fingers this way and things like that, that makes it so much easier than literally having to draw on paper. So sometimes that just helps, like being able to be creative in a different way. So instead of drawing, you know, with pen and paper or whatever, markers, whatever, become a more digital artist. That sometimes can help relieve like the pain of arthritis in your hands by doing it digitally, as opposed to using like your hand with the pen and paper or pencil and paper. I keep saying pencil. Let's see here. Ayana says, I watched a documentary on slaughterhouse. It was sad. Slaughterhouses. You know what? Nathaniel says, T, what do you think of Skid Row? Skid Row is sad. I went down there when I lived in LA. It's sad. Very sad. Going to Skid Row, it makes me be grateful. You know, we've all been blessed in different ways. And I think sometimes we look at other people's blessings, or we feel like, you know, well, this person's doing so much more, or this person's doing so much more, or I should be here, I should be there. Like I said, what God has for each person is what God has for each person. But realize the same people you see on your way up are the same folks you can see on your way down. That's why you have to just stay humble. You have to treat people right. Because all those people on Skid Row, They all have a story to tell. Nobody wakes up one day and says, I just feel like being homeless. I mean, you had some people with mental illness. They'd rather be on the street. But, you know, them aside, for the most part, these were people who had jobs. They had families. They had, you know, careers. And they fell on some bad times. Maybe they got addicted to drugs. Maybe they got addicted to, you know, alcohol. Everybody has a story to tell. You know, that's why you should always be grateful for your situation. Because like somebody said in the comment section, it could always be worse. And that's the truth. You were saying something about you watched a documentary on slaughterhouses, and I think that's about animals. When I was on the plane, because I've been doing a lot of traveling, oh my gosh, I watched a dope documentary only for the ending to like creep me out, and I meant to Google some info about it, but I was like, this ending, oh my God, my tin hat started tingling so much. It's like, yo, I had to get out of my seat. I said, let me walk to the bathroom because this is crazy. So I watched this documentary called Wasted when I was on Delta Airlines. And so it was dope. Oh my gosh, it was dope. And it was about food wastage. How much food we just waste. Who's watched it? Let me see if y'all watched Wasted. Put a teacup if y'all watch Wasted or heard of it. Let me see. I'm going to read this super chat. LaShawn Holmes, love you, sis. I love you too, baby. Thank you. So Terry says Batu. Okay, so Ebony says me. Okay. Wiley Show says I have. Okay, what's up, Wiley? Quintasia says I've heard of it. Okay, so we have enough people who've watched it. I don't know if it's on Netflix or Hulu, Sabrina. I'm really not sure. It was on the plane, honey. And so I'm always happy when there's like a TV in the damn plane. I don't have to use my laptop. So it was just on the plane. It was a documentary. I love documentaries. Y'all know that. So when I tell you, if you haven't seen it, watch it. It's very deep. It's about food wastage and just how much food we waste. And oh my God, it's so true. And I always feel so guilty. And I get on my boys, you know, like, I don't know what the hell's wrong with these kids. It's just like eat the leftovers. And they said that sometimes it's a cultural thing. And so in certain cultures, you're not allowed to waste food because growing up in our household, that was one thing our dad said. There was no wastage in my dad's house. He would tell you, if they gave you food, you're going to eat everything. We rarely ever threw anything in the trash. Like that just was not an option. Like you weren't even allowed really to put anything in the refrigerator. Like whatever they served you, you had to eat. And so they're saying that's why in certain countries, like, you know, that they want to call third world countries and all that shit. But in certain developing countries, they don't deal with as much wastage as we do here in the States and like in the UK. Because the mentality here is a little bit different where people have an abundance of stuff. So they don't feel as bad or they feel like it's just part of like the norm for them to like just waste food. You know, like how many times have we like went grocery shopping and we bought yogurts and like, you know, you never want to go grocery shopping hungry, but I'm so guilty of this because you'll go to the grocery store hungry. You'll start just putting all types of stuff in the cart, put it in your refrigerator and things end up spoiling. You don't get to it on time. Yogurts go bad. Milk is, I done dumped out whole gallons of milk and it's like, this milk been in here 2 weeks. Ain't none, y'all not gonna eat no cereal, you know? So it's crazy. We're all guilty of it. And so basically what the documentary was basically teaching you was solutions to reduce, reuse, recycle, and what they're now implementing in countries like Japan. Japan is really spearheading this movement because the Japanese people, the government was saying that they were wasting a lot of food. And one thing I learned, okay, I'm gonna ask y'all the question. This is gonna be a game. How long does it take for something to disintegrate in a landfill? Let me see if y'all get it right. How many years? So let's say I have an apple. If I throw an apple in the landfill, how many years will it take for it to disintegrate? Let me see if y'all know the answer. 10 years? Okay. 20 years? 7. 2,400? 15, 50, 27 million. Stop, Jay. We're not going to be here a million years from now. Okay. So this is the answer that they gave in the documentary, and it shocked me. for a simple apple to basically decompose in a landfill takes 25 years. Let that sink in. So an apple that your parent ate like 20 something years ago is still sitting in a landfill somewhere in New York City, or, you know, whatever city you're from. So what they're saying is that we should not be having these huge landfills where we're just dumping trash into the oceans. You know, there's so many landfills around, you know, not only in America, but around the world. And you have like whole countries where it's just stinking, rotting trash on top of stinking, rotting trash. So what's going on now? I think I have my water bottle. Hold on. Okay. I see this about to be a long ass stream, okay? It's 2 hours and 14 minutes, but I want to finish this point before I go. Oh my gosh. You know what, Plush? Shuri. Oh, please do not talk about Shuri. She was trending today, and something told me, TT, don't click on the hashtag. Why'd I click on the damn hashtag? We're not even going to talk about Shuri and Thanos right now, okay? I'm sad. So anyways, this is what the Japanese are implementing, and I think a lot of countries should take note. So what they're saying is that basically, instead of them throwing all their waste into landfills, they're connecting with pig farmers. Because as we all know, pigs, you know, they're a really disgusting animal. Not trying to talk shit about pigs, but I wasn't raised on pork. And when I say disgusting, not talking about them, but just, you know, in the Bible, you're not supposed to eat pork, you know, stuff like that, right? So they say pigs are disgusting because pigs eat anything. You give a pig anything, they're going to eat it, right? So what they're doing is they're hooking up with pig farmers. And so instead of taking all that trash that restaurants leave, households leave, they're taking all of that trash. They're sorting it. The food from like the plastic and all that stuff. We don't want the pigs to die now. But they're sorting it, and they're putting all of the food in these trucks. And they're delivering all of the waste. You know, the peelings, the cores of apples, orange peels, bread, just whatever food is being wasted, and they're feeding it to pigs around Japan. And what they're doing is that they're feeding certain pig farms certain foods. So maybe this pig farm is only going to be fed wasabi tofu. And then when they kill the pig, it tastes, I don't know, like wasabi tofu or some shit. Another pig farm, those pigs may only be fed fruit. So then when they slaughter that pig, it tastes, I don't know, like oranges or some shit. I don't know, something deep, okay? I don't eat pork, so I don't know. But they followed some of the pigs from start to finish, and then they had the chefs cook the pig, and the guy said this was one of the best pigs he has ever eaten, because they weren't feeding the pigs trash. They weren't feeding them just, you know, grains of corn. They were feeding them food, because again, you are what you eat. And if you're putting all this processed food and feed into pigs, chicken, you know, beef, cows or whatever, that's why you have young girls developing at such a fast rate. But if we start feeding animals our leftover foods, then you're not introducing these chemicals into these animals. So if this chemical-free food is going into these animals, when us people, the ones who do eat meat, eat the animals, they won't be as sick. They won't have as many issues. They won't have cancers and things like that. Do y'all get what I'm trying to say? Or am I all over the place? Yes, Esther. Yep, a lot of the foods have steroids in it, chemicals. Somebody said, chitlins. Y'all are a mess. Still better than us in the U.S. feeding pig cow carcasses. Ugh. I didn't know they fed pigs cow carcasses. Did I pronounce that right, or did I butcher that one too? That's disgusting. Yeah, pigs, they do. They're scavengers. That's the thing. But, you know, people are animal lovers, honey. So, you know, I don't want to get any emails like, you're so mean. You talk shit about pigs. No, they're disgusting. They're scavengers. Sorry. But, okay, good. So, y'all got it. Y'all get what I'm saying? So, that's what they're doing. So, basically, not only is it making the pigs healthier because they're eating regular food instead of, like somebody said in the comment section, dead cow carcass, but they're feeding them regular food. But the pigs are also doing their job because they're disposing of the waste that the humans food supply, you know what I'm saying, is affecting the world in these landfills. So that's what they're saying, is that what they're really liking about this thing that they're implementing, and they want to do it in more countries. Another thing they said, let me ask y'all another quiz. What is the most wasted food item? What do you guys think that is? Like, what do you think out of anything that we eat gets tossed the most? Let me see if y'all can figure this out. Yes, I hate PETA. They're such hypocrites. Let me see. Oh, we got a super chat. Hold on. Ariana says, try composting. That breaks down food a lot better. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, you guys are smart. Bread. Bread is the number one food that's thrown out. Especially like the two end parts. So in the UK, what they're now doing is going to different restaurants, and I don't know how big this is in the UK, so don't be like, T said all over the UK they're doing this. It might just be one little, distillery. I don't know. But what they're doing in the UK is that they're going around to different restaurants, and they're collecting all of the old bread. And this isn't bread from years ago or nothing like that. Literally, it's like, yesterday's bread. Or the end clippings, because nobody wants the booty part of the bread. That's what I call it. I don't know what you guys call it. The booty bread. Nobody wants that part, right? So they go around collecting all this bread, and then now what they're doing is that they're basically breaking down the bread into yeast, and they're making beer out of the bread. So that's another way where they're helping to turn the environment green again. So instead of wasting bread, they're turning it into something that that can help. I call it the funny bread. I eat the ends of the bread. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. The butt piece. Okay, so I'm not the only one that calls it the butt piece. The booty bread. Don't nobody want that butt piece. It's always left. I'm like, is this not bread? Nobody ever wants that. But so it was a really good documentary. But the part that freaked me out for y'all who watched it, Anthony Bourdain, who I've done many videos about, he was one of the narrators. So they followed him and a bunch of other chefs. And y'all know Anthony Bourdain, he knows how to tell a story, right? So he was one of the narrators, and basically in that situation, at the very end, he made a comment, and when I tell you, I had to get up out my seat. He was basically talking shit about the consumers. He was like, they don't know what's good, and they don't know what good food is, and they just need to enjoy it. And if they can't enjoy it, they can, he says something like they can kill themselves, or no, I'm not saying they should kill themselves, but if they don't like it, they can commit suicide. He made a suicide comment, but he said something about hanging. Did y'all catch that? For those who watched it, it was so eerie. I said, of all the people to talk about hanging themselves and suicide in a damn wasted documentary, it's Anthony Bourdain, the guy who found hanging and who suicided himself, supposedly. Yes. Let me see if I can Google the exact quote. Give me a second. Did y'all hear that? It's called Wasted. In the end, Anthony Bourdain just goes on this rant. And he's talking about food, and he starts talking about, if you don't like it, you can hang yourself, you can commit suicide. It was so weird because it was Anthony Bourdain talking. And I don't know when this was filmed. Let me see. Let me try and Google it. I want to try and Google the exact words because I don't see anybody pulling it up. Because only like 4 people watched the documentary. Yep, it's called Wasted. Let me see. Let me Google real quick. Anthony Bourdain. Let me see. Wasted. Suicide. No, he's something about wasted. Hanging. Oh, it's on YouTube. Okay. Let me see. I'm on Reddit. Let me see if somebody on Reddit made the quote. Okay. It's on YouTube, but I don't know if I don't want them to shut down the stream if I play it because of what he's saying. And I'm trying to see if I can find the quote so I can read it to y'all. Let's see. Wasted. Anthony Bourdain. Wasted. Suicide. Comment. I'm sorry. I hate when something's in my head and I really like want to get to it. We could feed thousands of people. Is this the one? It's like I'm telling you, when y'all watch it at the end, he talks about it. And he says something about hanging and suicide. It was just like the creepiest shit. I'm trying to look and see if I can find the quote somewhere else. Let's see. Okay. I can't find it. Did anybody write it in the comments section? Did anybody find it? Let me go back to my comments here. I don't know if it's on Netflix. It was a call for help. Okay, so Hollywood, you heard it. It wasn't just me. Thank you. She says, yes, it was a call for help. Thank you. The rabbit hole goes deep. I'm so glad it was not me who caught that. Like, when he said that, I got up on my seat and I went to the bathroom. I was like, oh, holy shit. Did he just say what I think he did? Let's see. Chanel says, I love how T talks to herself while searching for something because I do the exact same thing. It makes me feel less weird. Oh, yeah, I'm always talking to myself. I'm a weirdo. Yes, I'm always typing and talking. Yeah, we all saw, well, I'm not going to say we all saw, but I did see Super Size Me. That's been around for years. Mute the video and read out the subtitles. I didn't even think about that. AJ, the being said, that just got me emotional. Yes. No, he didn't say in the documentary he was going to commit it. It was like, he just started ranting at the end of the It was just weird, you guys. And there have only a few people saw the documentary in here, so like we can't really have a real deep dialogue about it because like only one other person like remembers that part. But it's near the end. It's at the very end of the documentary. He just starts going on this rant, and he's saying something about, you know, people wasting food, and you know, if you don't understand the documentary, you can just, you know, kill yourself. I don't want to really say it, and then they stop my stream. Or he says, you know, you can just go hang yourself. And when he said that, I was like, wait, what? Did Anthony Bourdain, the man who ended up hanging himself several months later, say this in a documentary? What? It was weird. It was weird. Like, my tin hat was definitely tingling. I think the documentary came out last year. It's called Wasted. I watched it it was just a random choice. I was on Delta Airlines, and it was one of the documentary choices. I watched that on the way. I think I was on my way to No. It was when I was on my way to LA. I watched that. And then I also watched this documentary about these 3 triplets that have been separated at birth. Oh my gosh. Now, if y'all want to know about a conspiracy, look up the 3 triplet brothers that were separated at birth. It is such a deep video. How they basically did this study wanting to see when people grow up, are they more raised by their environment? Is it more nurture versus nature? And the parents in the study had no idea. They were all adoptive parents. They had no idea that each child that they had adopted was either a twin or a triplet. It is, oh my gosh. So those are the 2 documentaries I watched, but we were talking about Wasted. But that's another really good one too. I forgot the name of it. But it's about triplets that were separated at birth. But yeah, that Wasted documentary, y'all definitely have to check it out. It's dope. It's really dope. It's really deep. Oh, y'all over here Googling? Okay, so Josephine, you saw it. Josephine says, I watched the documentary and one of the triplets ended up offing themselves. I don't want to say that word. I'm trying not to use certain words because they are like, YouTube is bugging. Yep. It was really sad. It was really sad. Everything that one triplet went through because his home life was not like the other ones. So that the fact that they can manipulate people like that is just disgusting. Okay, so Nestle, you seen the triplet documentary too? It was on Hulu. Yeah. It was really sad. And they even said, who just wrote that? The kids suffered from separation anxiety. Yeah. They said that once, when they had adopted, like each family that adopted one of the triplets, they said for months, those kids would be rocking in their cribs. I think they adopted them at like maybe 6 months old. So these kids were together for the first, well, you figure all through utero. And then they were together for the first 6 months of their lives. So they said that each parent, when they first bought their babies home, they would be rocking back and forth. It was weird. Like they would like be rocking almost like they felt, there was like a triplet or whatever, like one of their siblings on the other side of them. They would just cry all the time and be looking around, like looking for somebody. So they said once they found that out like 20 years later, it made sense because all the parents said they all went through the same thing where each triplet, when they were babies, would just rock back and forth, basically looking for their triplet. But the parents had no idea that they had adopted triplets. Man, that documentary was crazy. I love me some documentaries. And you give me a good ass documentary, I'm set, okay? Like I can watch my ratchet TV. Like I told you, I was watching Black Ink Crew the other day. But honey, I keep a good documentary in my back pocket. Okay. Donnie Fiend says, I just watched the Anthony Bourdain clip. It was eerie. Will you please post it in here? Was it the one that popped up on YouTube? Because I don't know. Donnie Fiend, please post it in here so people can go watch that clip. I'm glad you watched it and you seen it was eerie. So imagine being on a damn plane and you're just watching something thinking you're learning about food waste, and then he goes on this rant. I was like, yo, I got up out my seat. It was so damn eerie and creepy. Please post the link. Kelvin Thompson, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I appreciate it. Dang, we still got over 2,300 people in here. Y'all are staying up with me tonight. Okay, so the documentary about the three guys, it's called Identical Strangers on Hulu. Thank you so much, Nestle Black. Hey, Eric Dillard. Hey, boo. He said yes for the hair. That's my ATL boo right there. How you doing? I seen you the other day. I had to watch your video. I seen you in that wig, boo. I said, I got to check this out, but I've been so busy, but I'm going to definitely check it out. Keep doing your thing. I'm glad you're back posting videos. Did he post the link? I don't see it. I found Anthony's quote. Okay, good. Somebody found it. Okay. Thank you, oh, absolute not. Okay, so the quote says, the more people that watch this film... Oh, fuck. Hold on. I'm cursing. Let me try and copy it so I can paste it. Because I want to read it to y'all. Because I know that chat goes fast. Thank you so much, absolutely not, for finding that quote. Thank you. Okay, I copied it. The quote says... The more people that watch this film and would have immediately gone and hung themselves in the shower out of guilt, the happier I'd be. That was that man's quote at the end of the film called Wasted. So the whole time we're talking about food waste and, going green and trying to help the environment, that is the quote that Anthony Bourdain left us with. Tell me that ain't some creepy shit. When he said that, I said, what the fuck? I got up out my damn seat. Yes, that is what he said. The same man who hung himself. I don't even want to go there because I don't want them to take down my stream. But y'all know I go deep. Yes. Okay, so you guys see why I was bugging on the plane. Thank you so much for finding that quote. I appreciate it. Yeah. Everybody's like, whoa, that's scary. That's crazy. Face because he was suicidal. Yeah. So it seemed like he either had a premonition about something or he'd been crying out for help. Because remember, when it first came out about Anthony Bourdain doing that, everybody was screaming, he was so happy. All he did was eat food for a living and travel to great places. He never was sad. He appreciated his blessings. And I'm just like, and I understand, people go through a lot of stuff, especially with, depression and, the stuff that crazy Asia Argento was putting him through, so I'm not saying that he couldn't have been putting on a facade. But what tripped me out is that's the quote that he left us at the end of the movie. So to watch that post him dying, and that's how he hurt himself, that shit just creeped me out. I'm like, nah, that man been crying out for help. That's not normal. Summy Bia says, who? You don't know who Anthony Bourdain is? Come on. I did videos on Anthony Bourdain. Guy from Texas says, I watch Ghost Adventures on the Travel Channel. You and my youngest son will be best friends, honey. He be watching that damn Ghost Adventures. I'd be like, if you don't turn the television while I'm cooking, no, I'm watching Ghost. I'm not trying to deal with these spirits and stuff while I'm trying to cook my food. Oh my gosh, I can't. I used to get into Ghost Adventures. That I think as you get older, you just become scary, honey. When I was young, I could watch all that scary ghost shit, and that's why the kids laugh at me when they take me to scary movies, because I'm always screaming. I could like really watch that stuff and not bat an eyelash, but now I'd be like, what the hell was that sound? But yeah, my youngest, he watches Ghost Adventures on the Travel Channel, and that shit be real. That stuff is so real. Ooh, Ebony said, suicide, I'm trying to, whisper so, the algorithm, is a spirit. That's deep. It's definitely something that you have to pray about. I've been there. I have been there at the lowest depths. You have to really, pray and get counseling in. It ain't easy. It is not easy at all. But that's deep that you said that it's a spirit. Yeah, his quote, it still just kind of sends shivers just thinking about that quote, because I was just like, what in the world? Anthony Bourdain. Potatoes Queen, I love you too. Amazing Grace says facts. Darius Campbell says, T, what do you know about Article 13 being passed? I don't know what that is. Refresh my memory. I might have heard about it in passing. Yeah, 3 Identical Strangers. That's a really good documentary. We might have to talk about that in one of our lives, documentaries and discussions. So maybe after y'all watch Wasted, maybe we can then do a documentaries and discussions about Wasted. I think that'd be dope to do something like that. Gracie Mack says, I was paralyzed for years, but would never consider suicide. You will leave the earth, but you will leave the people behind who love you, and they will be traumatized. That is so true. You say you were paralyzed for years. Are you not able to walk and stuff? Are you no longer paralyzed? If that's the case, that's a blessing. And I'm happy for you if you're no longer paralyzed. And I'm glad you were able to be strong and, pull through that, because it's not easy. It's not easy at all. One of my mother-in-law, I still call my mother-in-law, we're very close, but one of her really good friends, matter of fact, he lived on his own, and he ended up having some type of stroke. Something happened, and he survived for 3 days in his apartment, just on the floor. He didn't have his phone. Somebody went to go check on him. They found him. He was probably near death at that point, but they were able to find him. They rushed him to the hospital. Something about the way he fell, that supposedly he hurt his back. I don't know. All I know is that the surgeons ended up having to do some type of emergency surgery, and we believe that they must have nicked something. They did something, but before he went into surgery, he was recuperating. He was doing okay. After surgery, the man was paralyzed from the neck down. And this is somebody that used to walk with my youngest son. When my youngest son would spend time in Minneapolis with his grandmother, they take him to the library, walk with him. Really, just really cool guy. He could not walk anymore. He was paralyzed and stuck in a hospital bed. This is somebody that just was living a normal life. Healthy man, had a stroke, landed wrong, supposedly, did surgery, paralyzed. My mother-in-law had to feed him with a spoon. He couldn't even feed himself. So when I tell you, your life can change at the blink of an eye. He could not feed himself. And he was one of those dudes, you could have really deep conversations with him. Him and my oldest son would talk about conspiracies all the time. He's a real, real deep guy. So anyhow, he was one of those people, you can lose the will to live. That's why I say you're very strong if you were in a situation where you were paralyzed, because it's very, very easy to lose the will to live. And we believe that that's what happened to him, that eventually he lost his will to live. Because he's like, you know, if I have to be in the state where everybody has to feed me, I can't walk, I'll never be the same person I was, you know, 6 months ago. Because he stayed in that state for 6 months and he ended up passing away. It took about 6 months, but I just think at that point he just lost his will to live. They're also saying that he was getting bed sores and there was some type of infection going on. So, you know, I'm just so happy you're okay, because it's no joke. It's no joke. We got a super chat. Let me see. Quinn Smith, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, hey T, we love you and all your gratefulness. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for the super chat. Create a life worth living, even with pain. Amen, Crystal. Amen. Yeah, you never know. You never know. You can be fine one moment, you know, and get into an accident, something can happen. The fact that we wake up every day is a blessing. You know, I don't know if y'all used to watch, I remember I met this guy one time when I was in Atlanta. He was really cool. We were at the club and I met him, and so we just got to talking and stuff, and he said he was in town because of his aunt's funeral. I said, well, what happened to your auntie? So he was telling me, and basically she had a freak accident. She was on the top bunk of her child's bed or something like that. Like, she was basically on the top bunk. So I don't know if they didn't have no railings on the top bunk. Honey, I don't know. But the auntie ended up rolling off the top bunk. She fell and she hit her head and she never woke up again. She died. So he was in Atlanta for her funeral and stuff like that. And I'm like, yo, this reminds me of that show, 1,000 Ways to Die. And he said, you know what? I've never watched it, but every time I tell people what happened to my auntie, everybody keeps saying, yo, she needs to be on 1,000 Ways to Die. And that just popped in my head when I say that the fact that we wake up every day, you know what I'm saying, and we go about our day, you know, traveling to work, traveling to school, running kids here and there. And the fact that we make it back home safe, the fact that we're able to get into our beds and wake up again the next day is a blessing. So many things can take you out. It's crazy. It really is. But that was a show back. Honey, I used to tune in every damn week for 1,000 Ways to Die. That was my shit. Oh, yeah. She fell off of a bunk bed and died. Thank you, Jacqueline Clevette, for the 1999 super chat. I appreciate it, baby. Thank you, Miss K, a.k.a. the Queen Before You. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Let's see here. B-Zilla. She says, I love watching your content, T. Thanks for serving the honest, well-researched T. You are more than welcome. And thank you so much for being a supporter of the channel. I appreciate it. Let's see here. I'm up at 3 a.m. and I get lovely tea on a live stream. I know. I can't believe I've been on here for almost 3 hours. Oh my gosh, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna be knocked out tonight, y'all. Let's see. Dark Princess. Yeah, that was that damn Deborah. Oh, I love that name. That reminds me of that dude. Remember that damn JT, for the old school YouTubers who've been on here for a long time? That reminds me of that damn JT. I don't know whatever happened to him. He was from Ratchet, Florida, and he used to go in. But Deborah says that was a scary show. It definitely was crazy. Terry, that wasn't my aunt, baby. Or, oh, maybe you're talking to somebody else. I don't know. But no, it wasn't my aunt. It was this guy's aunt. But rest in peace to her. It was a long time ago. So Dark Princess says, T, I went through some sexual stuff with a boy, but I'm still scared to tell my parents. I don't know how I should. I don't know how should I. Oh, Lord. What is going on? Now, we're not trying to put your business in this chat room, but when you're saying you went through some sexual stuff with a boy, are you talking about the boy touched you unwillingly, or are you talking about you lost your virginity? Like, what are you saying? And I know you might be scared to talk to your parents, but if it's something where he did something to you, you know, and he didn't have your permission and it was unwilling, you definitely need to tell your parents. That's something that you don't need to keep to yourself. And especially in this era, like I told y'all a few streams ago, you guys have it really good. I feel like it's a little bit easier for y'all to talk about the things that y'all go through because of like all these movements going on, the Me Too's and the Time's Up. You know, people are not going to be as quick to dismiss your situation like they did to, you know, a lot of us who were growing up and who went through things like that. So it's going to be contingent on what you write. And I'm trying to see if you're writing anything else, because I don't know if you're just trying to tell your parents that you had sex or that it was something more deep than that. But if you feel like you need to talk to your parents, then you possibly should talk to your parents. If you're feeling that, then you need to talk to them. They need to be aware of what's going on with you. Absolutely Not says, oh, I'm not saying Absolutely Not, sorry. That's the person's name. Oh, Absolutely Not says, yes, I definitely feel like it's easier too. Yeah, I agree. Like in this day and age, it's easier for y'all to have those uncomfortable conversations with your parents than it was in our day and age, honey. It's like nobody wants to talk about shit. Everything was swept under the rug. You were always, you know, even though you were the victim, it was always, oh, you were fast. What did you do? You know, shit like that. So I think, you know, we live in a different era now where people are not going to be as quick to judge you. You'll still get judgments depending on the situation, but you'll have more people willing to, you know, give you lend you an ear. Unlike back then, people were a lot more dismissive. Okay, what happened? Did she leave a comment? I'm trying to find her comment. I'm trying to go back and see if she wrote because I'm not seeing it. These comments are moving so fast. Maybe tell an aunt or an older cousin. Somebody, okay, here it is. It's nothing crazy, but I was pressured to do something I didn't want to do. It wasn't sex, though. Oh, okay, so it was not sex. Okay. I mean, it's hard to answer, but I know you don't want to spill all your tea. Aren't you, didn't you do one of my designs for me one time? You DM me, right, on Twitter. DM me your story. Because I don't want to give you advice if I don't know the whole thing. You're saying it wasn't sexual, so, you know, thank God for that. But what did he have you do? I mean, did he have you do something illegal? And I don't want you typing, putting all your stuff in the, you know what I'm saying? Because you know these comments are being watched, okay? Eyes everywhere. So I don't want you to put all your business out there. But if you really, you know, need some advice, just shoot me a DM in my Twitter. Because I think that's why I made you a mod. Because I'm like, hey, I fucks with you on Twitter. Here goes a wrench. But yeah, let me know what's going on. Just DM me so you ain't got to put all your business out there if it's something, you know, illegal or whatever that he had you do. Let's see. We have a super chat. Alexia Bell says, imagine my surprise waking up in the middle of the night to Lovely Tea live chat. Thank you. I'm getting sleepy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the super chat. Yes, I'm here live, honey. Afro and everything, honey. Getting tired. We've had a really, I can't believe I've been out here for 2 hours and 46 minutes. This was an hour live stream, but we talked about a lot of stuff. Talked about Jussie, talked about Wendy, talked about Cardi, talked about, Instagram and having expectations of people that we don't have for ourselves. We talked about body image. We talked about a lot of stuff in these past 2 hours. A lot of motivational stuff. You know what I'm saying? We talked about pain and pain management. Talked about a lot of things. So thank you to I think we got up to 3,600 people at one point. So thank you to everybody who joined me tonight. Thank you to everybody who sent super chats and joined the membership. I appreciate it. Somebody said D Barnes getting beat by Dre. I talked about that. I did a whole video when all that stuff was going on with Dr. Dre and Michelle A. Let's see here. Life of TJ. Are you going to get your hair pressed one day? Or have you gotten it pressed in the past? Yes, I've pressed it. I think I did a video. It's on YouTube. I posted it about 6 months ago-ish. Maybe 4 months ago. I hadn't pressed my hair. I hadn't added any heat to my hair in over 2 years. And so I was doing a length check. And so I did the whole video. I put the whole little collage of the pictures before and after. And when I pressed my hair, it's now past my bra strap length. I haven't pressed it since then, but yeah, I don't object to pressing hair. You know, at the end of the day, they have this what's that called? Natural hair Nazi is what I like to call them. They have this natural hair Nazi mentality, and it's just silly. Like, you had some people like, oh, if you dye your hair, you're not natural, or if you wear weave, how dare you, you're turning against the natural movement. It's like, no, I still will wear my natural hair. I see my hair every day. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you want a break. Other people feel like if you're natural, like I said, you shouldn't dye your hair, you should never press your hair. Do what works for you. Do what makes you happy. If you feel like you need to press your hair for an occasion, maybe you're going to a wedding, or hell, you just want to damn press your hair because you want a different look. That's your business. We worry so much about trivial stuff and what people do to themselves. Mama Floxy said, hi, girlfriend. Hey, girl. They want your soul. Preach T. Ola 300 said, natural hair is complicated yet simple. Yes, it really is. Orifina Mendoza says, lovely tea. I tuned into the live. The live started. I'm waking up to the live still going. Oh, that's so funny. You've gone full circle. So yes, you guys. Look, somebody said natural hair Nazi. Laugh my black ass off. T. Y'all know, honey, I be just coming up with all types of damn names. But yeah, like, especially back a few years ago when, like, the natural hair movement was, like, really big on YouTube and everybody had a natural hair channel. Like, you had some people, they were just, like, they were, like, dictators of the natural hair community, and they would, like, really almost use it to be divisive. Like, oh, well, I'm natural, so I'm better than you if you have a perm. You know what I'm saying? You're a coon in a bed. It's like, dude, okay, you're natural. Shut up. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make you better than somebody who's rocking a perm. They just haven't, come into their natural hair, wonderfulness yet. They're just not ready to embrace their natural hair. And hopefully, eventually, that they will and they'll see. But if you're knocking somebody all the time, you're making them feel like shit. That's not going to really make them want to come into the natural hair movement. You know what I'm saying? That's going to more or less make them be like, okay, well, I'm going to keep using this damn creamy crack because all y'all are crazy and angry. So I feel like we take little movements and we use it to, like, divide each other. And it's just, it's crazy. It's like, at the end of the day, it's just hair. You have the natural hair people versus the people who wear weave. The weave people versus the perm heads. People with dreadlocks, with thick dreadlocks looking down at people with sister locks. Those aren't real. You need to have crazy matted dreadlocks. Those aren't real. You didn't put in no work. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, they're just dreadlocks. Relax, okay? Relax. Either you get them really tiny and they're sister locks, you get them big old crazy ones like what's old boy from Love and Hip Hop Miami, Gunplay. To each its own. So, at the end of the day, it's just hair. Oh, the Natural Hair Expo in ATL next month. Okay. I know that, and the Bronner Brothers hair show. I've always wanted to go there. I've never been there. Heidi says, lovely tea, use CDB oil for your pain. I'm starting to get into CDB. Lord, I'm tired. I'm like, CDB. I feel like I'm saying A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I'm starting to, like, really look into that. I'm trying to work with this company. Let me see if I have it here. It's on my thingy thing. Okay, Lord. Oh, here it is. They gave me this stick here. It's a honey CDB. So I'm starting to, like, really get into that. And we're thinking about doing a collaboration with my tea line. Because y'all know honey. I'm also talking about honey. And I use honey every single day. In my teas, I put, a few squirts of honey in there. And so I'm really working with them on some stuff for CDB honey to put into the teas or to just pop and, use. And I've heard a lot of really good things about CDB. I'm trying to look more into it. And I feel like it's a better alternative because the problem sometimes with the pain medicines is that even though it's taking away the pain temporarily, like in the joints or the muscles or whatever you use your medicine for, it takes a toll on your liver. And that's just facts. It takes a toll on your liver. The amidocetophin, I know I just butchered that, aka Tylenol. Acetaminophen, there you go, acetaminophen, I'm falling asleep. Aka Tylenol, like all that stuff that they used to cut, like the pills, they used to cut the hydrocodone because they cut it with that Tylenol. Tylenol takes a huge toll on your liver. So I really do want to get more into CDB. So thank you for bringing that up. And then Art Campo says you have a THCT option as well. I really want to get into that. My whole thing is, I know I've been talking, you know what I can't stand? Like, I need to get up off of here because I've been out here for 3 hours and I want to go on a whole marijuana rant right now. You know how they was locking up black men and locking up people of color in the damn 80s behind marijuana. And now these damn, you know what I'm saying, companies are making money. People are becoming straight millionaires behind this whole cannabis explosion. And what I noticed, a lot of them people act really funny. Like when you try to like really talk to them on some business shit, like they don't want to call you back. They avoid, like you know, and I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist and say it's because I'm black. But I'm starting to feel like, do y'all not want a black girl to get into the game? Like, what the hell? Like, you know, like there's a company I've really been looking at. They do like cannabis teas. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, dang, I would love to like find out more or collaborate or figure out. Like, I'm not saying that we're going to be selling cannabis teas all over the country because, of course, it's not legal all over the country. But maybe to, you know, select clients in those states where it's legal. Colorado, LA. You know what I'm saying? And maybe like all my LA, you know, my crazy Cali people can sip some cannabis tea with me. You know what I mean? So those are things I think about with my business, people I reach out to. But when I tell you that cannabis industry, honey, shh. Feel it coming in there. Hear the screams from everywhere. I can't my own thing. They keep everything hush. It's like, it's so hush hush. It's still illegal in New York. Weed ain't legal in New York. They still lock you up in New York for a damn dime bag. Oh, wow. Mariah says, my mom has kidney problems because of ibuprofen. I also can't smoke marijuana anymore because of the charge I have to beat. Oh, Lord. Mariah telling it all, honey. It's all good. We're not going to judge you. We all make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? You know, as long as you learn from it and you do what you got to do and stay on the right track, it's all good. I'm sorry to hear about your mother. But yeah, it's the truth. Ibuprofen, Tylenol, anything with acetaminophen, I can pronounce it now, is going to take a toll on your liver, your kidneys. So that's why it's like pain medicine is such a double-edged sword. You know, you got people who smoke weed and they're not necessarily just smoking weed because they want to be high all day. They're doing it to numb the pain, not just emotional pain, but physical pain. So, you know, I've looked into a lot of alternative stuff, but I'm not a smoker. I've never smoked weed. I've never smoked a joint. That's just not me. And, you know, when you already have issues with like breathing and oxygen, you really don't want to be smoking. But, you know, people can do edibles. You can drink certain teas. You can get THC, you know, and those benefits of the CDB in other forms too, as opposed to smoking. So that might be something to look at as well. Oh, somebody said, hit me up. What happened? Hit you up. What you, Tim, are you still talking about Boy, we talked about JFK like 3 hours ago. You are a JFK fan, honey. Even if I do a video, it's not going to bring him back. You've been asking about JFK ever since you found my channel. I swear. Somebody said, hit me up. Okay, Netta. Hit me on Instagram. I would like to know more. Like, DM you about what you know, give me some info on CDB. Because I love to, like, really know more. I get told that all the time. If you have kidney disease, Tylenol is all you can take. Not even herbal medicines are good for you. Oh, wow. That's sad. Oh, y'all are so sweet. Y'all are like trying to like find me natural cures for my chronic illness. You guys are so sweet. Thank you. They want your soul. T, you have beautiful eyes. Oh, thank you. Let me bat my eyelashes. I'm stupid. Thank you. Vaping. Y'all, my kids be telling me about vaping. I'm like, what in the world is vaping? That's like the hip thing that all the kids are getting caught doing, and I've been on top of them like, please don't get caught up in that shit. You have a lot of kids getting suspended from school because they're involving themselves in vaping. And I'm like, well, what is vaping? And it's just basically like is it an electronic cigarette? There's different flavors like cherry and all. honey, me and the kids talked about vaping for like an hour in the kitchen like a few days ago. I was like, I can't keep up. They were trying to tell me something else about Snapchat. Honey, I'm like, I'm gonna just stick to my damn Instagram. Okay, so vaping is tobacco. Yeah, you could tell, honey, I'm old. I'm used to people rolling blunts and sitting in the corner chilling. Y'all talking about vapes and shit? Nah, honey, I don't know nothing about that. Let's see here. Ibuprofen can damage a lot of stuff, from the stomach to the liver, everything. Anything that's not 100% natural can always cause any type of issues. Even some natural herbs and stuff like that can cause complications too. So sometimes you have to be careful too with like self-medicating and just mixing anything together, because certain things you can have reactions to. Oh, so vape is vape is concentrated cannabis. So maybe the cities that y'all are in, because I see people arguing. Some people are saying it's tobacco, other people are saying it's cannabis. My kids told me that the kids at school who were vaping had like cherries and strawberries. So I don't know, is it flavored? So I don't know. Maybe there's different vapes. That's a culture I know nothing of. I'm sorry, I'm old. I don't know nothing about that. Okay, so it can be. Okay, so it's both. Okay, thank you, point blank. It's both. Okay, so some kids are getting high smoking marijuana. Other people are they're smoking cigarettes. Okay, so Kakara says vaping is worse than smoking. Okay, y'all are schooling me, honey, because I don't know nothing about vaping. Because I hear the kids talk about it all the time. And then one of my youngest kids' friend was over one day, and he was saying that parents, if you're still here, because I know it's damn 3 a.m, 2:26 here. These kids are using Nicorette gum to get high. The boy told me that in the kitchen, like, yeah, people be passing around Nicorette gum. I said, Nicorette gum? I said, what happened to Winter Fresh? Double mint. Double your pleasure, double your fun. What happened to that juicy fruit? Y'all are out here taking Nicorette gum? He said he didn't do it. Side eye. He said he didn't try it, but he says that a lot of kids pass out Nicorette gum. And these kids are, in 6th and 7th grade. So it's really scary, the stuff that, our kids are getting into. That's why I always tell parents to have an open line of communications with your kids. Honey, I want to be that hip parent. Put me in the know. When I started hearing about vaping stuff, I'm like, what is this vaping? Y'all know about this? Who's vaping in your inner circle? And they were just telling me, we talk like that. So yeah, like the little boy was over here and he was talking about how all the kids be taking Nicorette gum. I'm like, please don't do that. That's gum to get smokers off of cigarettes. And then, I thought, well, initially I thought, well, is it healthy? Because I don't smoke. I've never smoked. So I called my mother-in-law, because she's a smoker, okay? She does her thing. Shout out to Gil. He knows that I got my mother-in-law from Florida. He laughed when I got her this trinket from the Disney store. But anyways, yeah, she's a smoker. But I called her. I said, yo, is Nicorette gum something healthy? Does it, there are benefits to it? Like, I'm confused. She said, hell no. She said that's one of the worst tasting things, and that you get a high off of it. So I'm just like, it's really scary what these kids are getting involved in. And the thing is, they don't know how much to take, because they ain't got no business taking it. You figure Nicorette gum is for grown folks. You got a 6th grader who weighs probably damn 90 pounds, and they're taking, 3 at a time. They can pass out. So just be aware, parents. These kids are out here trying all types of shit. Let's see here. Somebody says, I got a weed vape pen. Slitsy. Okay, Jigga. Jigga what? Jigga who? He said he about to get vaped tonight after this live stream. Dark Princess says some vapes are flavored. Okay, so that's the one that the kids were talking about. The flavored vapes. Okay. UC says, do you have a cleansing tea? I do. I have a wellness and digestion tea, which is perfect, especially if you're somebody who's on heavy medications. It really helps your stomach, your digestion, bowels, all that stuff. But it's not like a flat tummy tea. None of that mess. You can read the reviews on Amazon. It really helps. It's a tea that I drink all the time. It's my favorite. It has a hint of mint in there. It's a really good flavored tea. Look, Crystal West says, you sound like my mom. What happened to double mint? It's the truth. I was shooketh. I'm like, y'all are eating Nicorette gum. The hell? I gave them kids a lecture for an hour. He was like, but it wasn't me. I did. I'm just telling you what happened on the... In the event you think about chewing on some damn Nicorette gum, I'm about to lecture you like you was chewing on some damn Nicorette gum. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's true. You have to really watch what these kids are into because a lot of it, they just don't know. You know, I didn't know shit at 12 and damn 13. So you're hearing the word gum. You're thinking, well, hell, it's a gum. It's supposed to help people stop smoking. So you're equating it to it being a benefit. And from what my mother-in-law told me, no, you can get high off of that. There's still nicotine in that gum because it's supposed to wean you off slowly. So, yeah, it's really scary. Baroom says, girl, give us the link to your tea. I couldn't find it on Amazon. Somebody post the link to the tea, please, in the chat. But yeah, if you look on Amazon, Lovely Tea, Lovelytea. Think some of y'all are putting in TI, but it's TEA. And it'll come up. It'll come up. Matter of fact, I have another product photo shoot I got to do. What's today? Wednesday? I think Friday. I'm doing another product photo shoot. So the ones that we did last month turned out really nice, and the pictures turned out really good. So I'm going to do another set of pictures sometime this week. Let's see here. Ooh, they want you. So they said, bye. I got to go make dinner. It's 6:30 p.m. here in Australia. God bless you all. Peace and love. Enjoy your dinner and thank you for stopping through. I can't believe it's 6 p.m. in Australia. Meanwhile, here it's 2:31 a.m. That's always interesting to see, like, you know, where my subscribers are at and have them coming in from different countries and everything else. Let's see. It doesn't let you post web addresses. Oh, okay. Thank you, Kayla, for letting me know. It's in the description. It'll be in the description of this live video. I put all my links in the description. All right, you guys. I've been out here officially 3 hours. I'm getting sleepy. My eyes are looking super, super small. I'm getting tired. So that means it's time for me to go to bed. My damn nighttime tea is kicking in. So I'm about to go to sleep. But thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I'm glad we're able to talk about a lot of stuff, you know, talk about a lot of different topics, you know. So like I said, the rabbit hole goes deep with the Jussie Smollett situation. Stay woke, you know what I'm saying? And it's going to be very interesting to see if the feds end up picking up the case or if they're just going to wash their hands of it because all those charges were dropped. It's also going to be very, very interesting to see if the same issues that arose in the Jussie Smollett situation end up helping R. Kelly. So we're just going to have to wait and see. On that note, you guys, I'm out of here. You guys have a good night, wonderful morning if you're, you know, overseas somewhere. And I'll talk to you guys later. Deuces.